Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Arrow Tavern. I am your host, Nitsify, and welcome to the Rum and Harbor campaign. For those who don't know, the Rum and Harbor campaign is about a bunch of little pirates doing a bunch of little things, specifically going around islands, liberating, stabbing people in the back, stealing stuff vigorously. That hasn't happened in a long time, if we're being honest, with this campaign. But, you know, a little bit of everything, We have a few people that play on this campaign. I know, surprising players in a D&D campaign, never been done before. It's kind of like a new thing I'm trying out, and seems to be working pretty well though so far. First of all, we have a frog who is in a box. You also know going by Bizarre Man, also known as Reed. He plays Usagi.
Yo, what's up? I actually have a fun fact for a change.
Sick.
This is the first. Usagi marks the first D&D character I've ever played to actually have a romance arc that reached its conclusion, got married, and everything.
Dude, yeah, no, actually, straight up, that is a thing. I remember you talking lately about it.
Not the first one to get laid. No, not by a long shot.
Yeah, yeah. It's the first one where you've had a proper romance, though. That's actually worked
Yeah.
out. Granted, I'm the worst, I feel like, at romance. There's probably some other teams that probably could give you a better romance ability. Yeah. I mean, no, you did great. Yeah, I feel like I always make things a little awkward with romance, but I try my best.
Now I have to try to apply these skills I've gained to real life.
Hey, man, I get that.
Anyway.
I get that, dude. Oh, jeez. One day I might try that shit, but not today, that's for sure. All right, speaking of not today, we have a person who is not known as today, but is known as Issa. She's also known as Toasty Ghost up on Twitch. She plays Oblex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got a fun fact?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. That's Issa.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
Ublex has been.
Yeah.
Ublex these past few days has been like, man, I have a kid. I don't know where the fuck my kid is. And the realization just hit that they have a kid. Eldrator, like, blue slime gonna take over the world. All that other stuff. Stress has been low-key getting to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. You've had a lot going on with your character. Everybody has, to be fair. Yours is still searching for their lost child. And at some point they found out, like, I think it's been like a month now since you were told that your wife's dead.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Maybe a little bit more than a month at this point, but, like, you get the point. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Speaking of people that have been a while, we have a guy who's been here for a while. We have Acrid, my co-host, also known as Loki.
Hi.
You don't have to be a fun fact with Loki, because I know you started running out of those, so you can just hit me with a fun fact about yourself. How about that? That works. Yeah.
I guess it's like a stupid fact, but
Okay.
that's funny.
Okay.
I told you about it earlier, Niz.
Yeah.
Is that a canon thing? Is that a canon fact that's just funny? The thing I talked to you about earlier.
Sure, go for it. You can tell me.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's just fun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I'm not making it. Okay, fuck you.
Well, I mean, you gotta say it. You gotta say it now.
No, I saw a video that talked about a doppelganger test. That was literally just you tell the doppelganger to cut its hair. And it doesn't want to, because the hair is literally a part of its body, because doppelgangers don't have hair.
Yeah. So in other words, to kind of like touch on that, because Loki is a doppelganger, the reason why he's bringing this up, if y'all at any point ever tried to offer Loki a haircut and actually tried to cut his hair, he would have been bleeding. Because he doesn't have actual hair, because doppelgangers don't actually have hair. So if he ever tries to get a haircut, quote unquote, he's bleeding, because that is like actual skin tissue, and like that's a part of his body. So
yeah, so his hair also never changes in like length or anything.
Yep.
It's just
That's why it never grows.
He just sat there, was like, my hair's like a length that I don't mind.
Yep.
Perfect. Oh, it hasn't changed in years. That's probably nothing. Fucking.
Oh man.
Barbarian ass logic.
Barbarian logic at its finest. Because even with fuzzy folk, even they kind of have to trim, like, quote-unquote haircuts, I guess, in a way. It's just not done in the same frequency that, like, people who are just have hair instead of fur have to do. Because if you have hair, it's like, yeah, you know, you gotta get trimmed, like, every few weeks so it still looks nice, even if you want to let it grow out. With, like, the fur, it's more of, like, you can let it grow out, and there's only so far it'll grow out. Like, you're not gonna be, like, if you don't cut it, it's not gonna be walking around with just, like, a giant ball of fluff, and they're just gonna see a ball of fluff with 2 eyes sticking out. But, like, it would be enough to where, like, it would probably be longer than what they often let it get at the very least. Like, you might be looking more like a Himalayan cat tabaxi type of shit than, like, what you see with Kasheshe, for a good example. He could be fluffier, but he doesn't let it get any fluffier. Speaking of people who have fluff, there's a person who has no fluff in the PC group, as they are pure scales. We have Kirla, also known as Lindry, played by Shadowcat Anya.
Hello. I'm not going to be talking much today.
Yeah, because her fun fact is that
But I'm
she
still
is
here.
sick. Yep.
My voice just randomly decided on Friday. Bye, bitch!
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
up and out of nowhere, just, okay, I'm gone. Bye!
Yeah, so she's at least regained her ability to speak somewhat, but it is still somewhat straining on her. I gave her the option. We could have called out she wants to continue going, so we're going to be going for today. It should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, we're going to get stuff going for today. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. It's going to be a vibe session today, I think. There shouldn't be any combat unless y'all, like, pick a fight with a vampire on the streets, because you guys are one day away from La Calora. Don't you love it? So, quick little reminder for everybody, in the last episode, because one person wasn't here for that episode, but it is fine because we had a filler episode ready to go, raring to go, some would even say. So, in the last episode, let me give you a little bit of a rundown, in case you may have forgotten. The crew... Basically, first of all, a lot of roleplay happened. Y'all were chilling. Y'all were mad chilling with some of the stuff y'all were talking about, just kind of hanging out, having a good time. But there was some actual, like, you know, like conversations. And then, you know, the normal thing happens. That happens to every pirate crew, at least once in their life. As the entire crew, besides Loki, Lavana, Usagi, and Nathio were turned into rats. Specifically, giant dire rats. Lindry failed her save. Oh, but Miko was fine. The dog was fine. As they got polymorphed, as they got ambushed through the fog by a pirate crew, where a Kenku, an Eagle Arakakra, some weird Kithri, which is like a Fey Tabaxi, and like a Warforged jumped onto the ship and started throwing hands. Weirdly enough, the robot was actually giving Loki a little bit of a run for his money. Surprisingly. Didn't expect that. And then he demolished it into a billion pieces.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to rage, that's why.
Yeah. It almost sent him off the ship, and then it sent him through the top floorboard into the kitchen. So the kitchen has a hole right now, because Kasheshi's still repairing it. So, to repair onto what Ublex missed, we're actually going to jump over to Ublex, because everybody just got done fighting it, and we're going to jump over to Ublex. Ublex!
Yeah, man.
You have been sleeping. Like, absolutely taking the hardest nap in your life. You went to bed
All that stress. I'm
Dude,
telling
it's
you.
all that stress, man. Listen, it's a little, you went to bed a little early, you know? Because, I'm gonna be real, this attack happened at like 10 p.m. You went to bed at like 9. You were feeling a little snoozy, you know? Bless you. Dude, he's allergic to
Bless you.
bullshit. I'm sorry, you're right. Sorry, you went to bed at 7 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah,
basically.
6 p.m. Yeah, you went to bed at 6 p.m.
I go to bed early.
Yeah, you go to bed real early. You grab Shindeo and you drag him forcibly across the
What? He went to bed at the same time. No, he probably didn't.
He's a fucking teddy bear. You just fucking
Yeah.
drag him. Yeah.
I can like imagine just like him being like wide awake while Ublex is asleep, just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that thing, like, he only needs to meditate for 4 hours. Like, he can sleep. He does have the option to sleep. It's not like an elf can't. So he probably would just actually sleep if you went. Yeah, and he'd just sleep with you.
Yeah,
So you
it's
can
awesome.
roll me you know what, since the shins there, and you have your teddy bear, double advantaged history check.
Double advantage
Yeah.
history?
So you can roll 3 times and you can give me the highest. Fun fact, my paladin I'm currently playing off contest has quad disadvantage on stealth.
I clicked it a lot. I'm so sorry. I was like,
You're good, you're good. Just let me know what you
this
got.
is the most dog shit rolls I've ever had in my life.
Oh! That's crazy!
The stress really got to me, huh?
Yeah, no, the stress really got to you. You got a 6, a 4, and an 8. Okay, roll me a con save.
A con save?
Roll me a con save. You got the opposite effect I wanted you to get. Okay, great, awesome. So, you could have remembered something about your past. Instead, here's what's going to happen. You throughout that dream while you're sleeping, you're dreaming. What would Ublex dream of? What would be like the normal standard go-to for Ublex's dreams?
Ublex doesn't really.
So so they have more like
They don't
really dream. Yeah,
they just wake up and they're like, "What are dreams, man?" Or like, they probably will like vaguely dream of the past or being wished in.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because the fun thing about creatures and just people as a whole, everybody does dream, and it's, apparently, from my understanding, it's supposed to be every night that people dream. It's just that a lot of people don't remember ever dreaming. That's why when people claim that they don't dream, it's more just they do dream, they just don't remember any of it.
Yeah, Ublex doesn't remember any dream.
Yeah. So you don't, because that's the case with your character, I'm gonna say this then. You can roll me one more history check, and this is to check whether or not you remember anything about your current dream.
Hey! It's a 15.
Okay! I don't know if that's better or worse.
What do you mean?
Because it's a
You mean
nightmare.
better or worse?
So,
Oh man!
Oh no!
what you remember?
Oh, silly DM.
Your sleep. What you? Sorry. So you go to sleep, right? You're sleeping for a while. There's the void, the typical sleeping void that you're used to, and like you don't know why, but you just get this brief memory of fire and like watching like somebody burn, like a shadow silhouette burning to death. And then that's it. And then you wake up and you're like, you can't sweat because you're a slime. You're dripping.
Getting drippy.
Yeah. So you're getting drippy tonight. Yeah. I'm not gonna do any stat effects to you. I thought about giving you a little fatigue. I'm not gonna do that to you. That'd be fucked up. I'm not gonna do that. Oh man. Unless. No, I won't do that straight away. But yeah, no.
Straight away.
Yeah, not straight away. Don't worry about that. Hee hee. You can wake up. You feel like there's like a sinking in your heart. You feel like there's a hole in your heart. And you also look over and for some reason, and you don't know why, you feel like you can smell cheese.
Cheese?
From the kitchen.
What kind of cheese are you talking about? Gouda?
What
Sharp
cheese?
cheddar? Parmigiano Reggiano?
What type of cheese did you buy for your rations?
I'm smelling some Parmigiano Reggiano.
Okay, so you start rushing over, or you can. Do you want to rush over for it?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you're going over to the kitchen,
Gonna fucking die.
The smell disappears.
Oh, man.
Do you still go there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you get up onto the staircase, there's a giant rat eating your cheese.
Oh, man.
And then you see a hole in your floor, and you see Loki beating the crap out of an eagle.
What?
And then you wake up.
Typical Loki. Yeah, but then I wake up.
Then you wake up. You wake up, you're sweating, you're dripping again. You swore that could have been real, but for some reason, it wasn't. But you smell cheese.
I gotta check the kitchen.
Alright, so you get up and you go to check the kitchen. Halfway in, the cheese smell fades away.
Alright, I gotta check for rats.
Alright, so you see a giant rat.
Oh, awesome.
And you also see Loki fighting an eagle.
The rat hisses at you.
Can I
You
speak
wake
to
up.
the rat? It's a loop dream!
This time you actually wake up, okay? You don't smell cheese.
I wake up.
Yeah.
Shindeo's like right next to me.
Yeah, yeah, Shindeo's like, he's laying next to you. He is awake. He's gonna look at you and just go, "Are you good?"
I had such a weird dream. I'm trying to remember. I think there was like I smelled cheese, right? And then I went to cheese in the kitchen because it was the kitchen. The smell disappeared. I saw this fat rat. It's this giant rat. And it was like eating the cheese. There was like a hole in the ground. I was like, why is there a hole in the ground? Did the rat make that? I look into it. Loki's punching an eagle or bird, something. And then I wake up. And the same event happens again. And I wake up and then you're right here. And it was a dream all along. And I just don't know. What does it mean? Do you think dreams have meaning? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, normally I don't really normally sleep. I'm going to be honest. So normally I don't think about dreams very often because normally I meditate. However, I don't do that as much anymore since I'm not following, you know, Kalskin anymore. So, you know, not too sure on that one.
Oh man.
Maybe you're paranoid that you have rats in the kitchen?
I should check the kitchen. You know, rats are very dangerous to have on a ship. They can, like, carry disease stuff, and they eat all of our food! And I don't want them to eat our food!
We don't need them eating our rations. That definitely would be a bad thing. We should go check.
Yes.
Yeah, and as you start going to check, you smell cheese.
I smell cheese!
You're crazy, dude. No, you're good.
Crazy,
you can head up. When you head up, you see a boarded area. There was a hole in the top area of the kitchen that is now patched up. You can see Kasheshe is standing there with his toolbox and wood. And is currently picking it up to go out of the kitchen.
Kasheshe.
What?
What's you doing here? What are you doing with that wood?
She's ear twitch a little. Just kind of go, I have to go fix everything that Loki broke.
Was he fighting a bird? What is he doing?
He fought a robot and a bird, and the robot sent him through like this big old area where, you know where we have the wheel, you know, that little massive podium where we have the wheel? Like, yeah, well, he got sent through the entire fucking wall, so now I have to go fix the wall, and I have to go fix the barricade, because this motherfucker can't even learn how to just take a hit from a fucking robot. So he gets in and keeps him going.
Do you want me to make you something before you go back to fixing it? And do you need help? Coffee? I'll make you some coffee, man. I'm gonna make him coffee.
Yeah, he appreciates it. Oh.
Rolling my performance on the coffee. Oh my gosh, the rolls keep going. I only clicked it once.
You only clicked it once? Why does it keep going? How many times are you gonna roll performance?
Reload your sheet.
It's really good coffee, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good coffee. Yeah, okay. So you roll you make an amazing coffee with a 27 plus 24 plus 22 plus 18 plus 14. No, with the 27, you make a really good coffee. So he'll have that inspiration. He's gonna go fix the rest of the wood while he's drinking his coffee. Because he has a bunch of areas he's got to fix. Loki, for, like, information, he got sent through an entire wall, that entire podium area. That, like, goes... So he basically got sent underneath the wheel for the ship. He also got sent through a barricade. And he got sent through the floor. So, that robot was a problem. Because the robot also, every time it missed Loki before he got sent through the floor... every time it missed a swing on Loki, it was punching another hole next to Loki into the floor, aka the kitchen ceiling. So there's a lot of holes Kasheshe's had to patch because of this one robot.
I destroyed the robot.
He did. He broke the robot, and then a tiny robot came out of the big robot. And it had like 1 HP, and he's like, I action surge. I'm like, that's so unnecessary, but okay. I'm pretty sure he action surges. I might just been misremembering, but I'm pretty sure he action surged for it.
Surged.
Okay, yeah.
I action surged. Beat the shit out of the eagle.
Dude, you got so far away. I don't know if they even picked that up on OBS, but it's fine. Yeah, he did action search. Okay, but yeah, you can start, getting ready for the day. It's like 7 a.m. when you guys finally got up. You slept for like a good while. That's a lot of sleep. Everybody else would start getting up around that time. I think Usagi's the only one that sleeps in with this entire group, from my understanding. Right?
Kirla looks annoyed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sleeping in.
Okay, yeah. So you'll wake up in a little bit here then, if that's the case. Which is valid. Why is Kirla annoyed?
Because Kirla still has rat ears.
Oh yeah, you saw rat ears.
Oh,
She's got giant rat ears and she's 2 feet taller for the day.
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
cute.
So
that's
Kirla
so
is
cute.
annoyed.
I can imagine.
Shin's gonna look to you, Lex, and just kind of lean and just go, I think your dream... You sure that was a dream?
I think so. Like, yeah.
If there... What... Lindry, by chance, were you a giant rat last night?
Shut up!
He's gonna look
I don't want to hear another word about it.
What do you eat my cheese?
He's just gonna look at Uma, just go, I think she's the, as you said with your words, the giant fat rat.
Why are you eating my
You
cheese?
said what?
I didn't know that was you. How else would you react if you saw a rat in your kitchen?
I had no control.
I had no idea. Communication's important.
To be fair, I don't even know if she dreamed it or if she woke up in a daze and passed back out. Because she said that she woke up and she went through a loop of the same dream happening. So I'm not sure if she...
And what exactly was this loop?
Yeah, so I go into the kitchen. I go into the kitchen, because I smell some cheese. I see a big rat. And then I look down, there's a hole, and Loki's fighting a bird. Then it happens again.
Jackass eagle.
Yeah.
They're still...
Is there an eagle you guys know? I don't know no eagle.
You
Jackass
say
eagle.
that, there is an eagle feather still stuck in, like, Loki's hair.
Oh my god.
There is this one actively sticking out of his hair.
That's crazy.
I love that everybody was like, we're not answering that. We're not. Yeah, weirdly enough, I think the eagle and the robot was like the biggest town problem. And then the bar just kept Lindry as a rat for like 3 turns. But you guys are like, y'all, within the end of like this day, will finally be able to reach La Colora. You guys will be able to reach it at midnight. If there is anything you guys wish to do before you get to La Colora, let me know. But I can let you know you guys will be getting letters today. So there is that.
No.
There
Oh
are
my
letters.
god, I'm getting letters!
Yeah. So, question is, do y'all want to look at letters, or is there anything specific you guys want to do before you get any letters?
I can't think of anything to do before getting letters, really.
That's fair. That's fair. You're not gonna kiss your hot wives? Sorry.
Wives.
Okay.
I mean, I can do that.
Yeah. You could probably do that. Yeah, 100%.
I'd like to try and finish learning medicine.
I mean,
Alright, yeah,
you can
you
kiss
can do that.
them, but you've got to get them out of my room first, because I've got something to show them.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you wanna do that real quick? Do you wanna show them that thing real quick?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. You can grab them. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, are they still sharing? Are they sharing a room with Yusaki? Did we ever confirm that? Or is that just something we threw out there as an idea?
I assumed they would be. I mean, why
Yeah,
wouldn't they be?
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they probably are at this point. Yeah, so you can just grab them from his room while he's still asleep, because he sleeps longer than what they do, honestly. So you can kind of just yoink them.
yeah, they tire me out too much. Anyway,
I mean, that would make sense. I'm gonna be honest. One of them weighs
Yeah.
literally 3 times your weight. So, yeah, no, 100%. You can grab Borf and Asta, kind of pull them to the side to your room.
And so that everybody else has context.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, NPC visuals. Okay, cool. Yeah. For those who don't know, because I don't actually, I can show these. I think these are AI, so I think I can show these. Not a problem. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Found them on Pinterest. They are AI.
Yeah. Sick. Cool. So Asta, she basically made Asta and Borf dresses. Now, is this for their wedding or for the party? That's the question I should be asking here.
This is for their wedding.
Sick. Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna show them. So the Austin's dress is just like you know what? I'm gonna let you describe them. Actually, is what I'm gonna let you do because you're the one that actually picked these out, Anya. Or do you want me to say it because your voice? I just thought about that.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You can go ahead.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's a dress where the shoulders and a little bit of like the upper chest would kind of show a little bit, but overall it covers the majority of the rest. It has this like flowy, transparent, like silk-like cloth for like this long sleeve area, and then the actual like cloth that's used to cover the rest of the body for the rest of the dress is like a darker purple. So it's more like it goes from like this like light lavender to like this very dark purple, essentially, kind of like a galaxy purple almost. It's a very. I want to mention that those sleeves. It's one of those types, and I know there's an actual name for the sleeve type, but it starts off where like it clings to the arm properly, and then it becomes more and more flowy, almost like a cloud, and then it kind of connects back to the wrist area where there are these like little golden bracelets. There's a lot of golden decoration that kind of goes around the rim edges of the chest area, of the like beginning and ends of the sleeves, and down the dress just as a whole. It's a very just flowy dress. It's not really, a lot of it's not really too tight fitting. It does sit tightly around like the waist, but that's about it. Like it's fairly like loose and flowy. Hello, not Anya, Arena. How you doing, buddy? You want to sit on the lap? I got you. Hold on, bud. Let me get your blanket. There you go. Okay. And then there is Borf's dress. Now, Borf's dress is more of a like white and red dress, and it's a lot less decaled because I'm gonna be real, trying to get Borf into something like that. Good luck, buddy. Now it is again, it's another one. This one is sleeveless. And it does show the shoulders, so it like basically goes kind of like a reverse V-neck in a way, because it kind of like covers the cleavage area and that sort of thing, but it does mainly just cover the chest, and then it doesn't go up any further past that, so it doesn't have straps or anything like that. So it's like a strapless dress at the end of the day. But it is a white dress that goes mainly down, but there's some red cloth that seems to come from the back by the looks of it. And rather than having a normal corset, she does have a little bit of like, I think that's a bronzish like corset almost to go around the waist. And then like some like bronze forearmed type of bracelets. And then some actual bracelets like up on the sides for like the wrist. Like two on, I think that's 2 on the right side and then 1 on the left. Because image is technically inverted, so technically the one they see on the right is actually on the left. I don't know if you're going to get her in those high heels, I'll be honest. But yeah, the dress is definitely happening for sure.
They're flats, not heels.
That is true. Oh, they are heels. Yeah, no, flats. You are right. It's just the way the back leg was going back. I thought I saw a heel there. That's why I thought it was a heel. Apologies. Yeah, if it's flats, that's fine. Yeah, she would definitely do that. I'm going to be straight up. I thought I saw heels back there. Rena, can you stop hitting the OBS? Thank you, buddy. So I can actually change it. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Both outfits are specifically catered to each woman.
Heck yeah. Yeah. We love to see it. Yeah, they'll thank you for it.
Oh, look. This is gonna be a surprise for Usagi, isn't it? Oh boy.
Heck yeah. Oh man. Yeah, they'll make sure they hide it so that way you can't find it until like the day it's supposed to be used. So, heck yeah. 100%. If there is anything else, let me know. But otherwise, we'll get to the letters. But 100%, yeah, no, you spend... Kirla spent a while having to put those dresses together. For good reason. It's a lot of cloth.
She did them in secret.
That's fair. That is fair. Oh, man. Alright, we're gonna get to the letters, since that's what I'm kind of getting the vibes of. So, letter-wise, we've got a few of them today. First of all,
Oh boy.
you're gonna get a letter from, actually, funny enough, remember the island that y'all helped out, like, a while back? And then you got, you took down, two different, or actually more, you were gonna take out two warlords, but one of them got killed by their own druidic idiocy. You know, those two. When you took out, the Shark Boy, you had the guards there of the island. Yeah. You had the guards of the island send, basically do the bounty, and then you guys were going to split it 50-50. That was kind of the plan.
Nobody got the reference.
I do not know that reference. I do apologize.
It's Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Come on.
Oh, I watched that movie like a lot of times as a kid. I genuinely just don't remember anything from that. That's one of those fever trip movies. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember anything from those movies, like at all. Like, I think the only thing I can remember, I might be getting my movies mixed up. This might be Spy Kids, but I remember there was like an enemy that had like a face like on a screen. Like it was a weirdly realistic face
right.
on like a digital. Was that Spy Families? Was that Spy
No,
Kids?
that was Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember much. I just remember, like, I did remember liking the movie as a kid. I don't know if it aged well, but, you know, that's kind of the thing about a lot of movies, but, you know.
It's pretty unintentionally funny.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled!
God, I don't remember that either.
Iconic little kid villain.
Dude,
What are you talking about?
It's Shark Boy and Lava Girl, the movie.
Yeah.
Never watched it.
That was
You
like,
should. It's hilarious.
that was like, what, a 2008
Yeah.
movie? I
It's
guess right.
old.
Holy shit.
My entire childhood right there.
Dude, no, that's fair. That's fair. I watched that a lot when I was like 6 and 7, I think.
All right, sorry to distract. Carry
No,
on.
dude, you're good. You're good. Okay, first one. It's about the bounty that y'all agreed to split 50-50. Because they were turning it in for you guys because you guys couldn't. Because, you know, Navy and all that. So, you guys got your half. This gives you an idea of how much this guy was worth. You guys got, because at the time, blah, 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 yeah, okay, yeah. So, you would get 125,000 rupees from that bounty. He was worth, like, you know, a good, you know, I mean, you can just do the math. Why do I need it? It's 125,000. I think you can get the point there. I don't think I actually need to explain that. That's relatively easy math. I'm not going to babysit you on that.
Oh man, moving on.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's basically just a little thank you note and hey, here's your part of the bounty, type of thing. Second of all, the next letter comes by a different bird because it also came with a package. So like a stork had to carry this one. If it has a package, they have bigger birds that they send. Question: do you open the package?
Who's getting this?
It kind of just gets, like, plopped onto the main deck. The stork doesn't even bother to give it to anybody specific. It just looks around, places it down, looks around again, and then flies away.
Call the crew together and open it as one.
Okay. You call the crew together, you wake up Usagi, slap him silly, and drag him across the floor. And then you...
Do that.
Nah. Kirla's gonna send his two fiancés to go wake him up their way.
Okay. So Borf and Asta will go get him. So Asta will grab her spray bottle. No. Can you imagine? No, Asta will wake you up gently. And then, as you're waking up, Borf will grab you and then manhandle you. Or I guess woman handle you in this case. She woman handles you, like, across the ship. Just carries you.
Some men are into that shit.
Yep, that is true. That is true. Yeah, and she will bring you across the ship and bring you to top deck. So yeah. Gotta love it. Hi, Rita. You're really soaking that in. My cat's loving this petting, by the way. But yeah, the rest of the crew will come around. Y'all have a lot of early risers, weirdly enough, and a lot of people that just don't need sleep. So a lot of people are ready to go. Yeah, no, you can 100% do it. Oh yeah, by the way, there's that pet lion. Yeah, that's the thing I should mention, right? Yeah, there is a pet lion now.
Oh my god, there's a lion!
Yeah, there is a lion.
It's not going away.
Nope. I thought those things disappeared. I never bothered to actually read the back. Those things don't, so it's just here now.
Kirla just goes over to Kailu and starts giving him scritches and just, you're not gonna hurt anyone, are you, Kailu?
When did you kill a lion?
They pulled
Last
it
night?
out of a bag.
Last night? How? We
Bag of
don't live
tricks.
Oh, I guess so.
This is Kailu.
Hi, Kailu.
Kailu looks at you, and it's like, cause he already looks when he looks at Kirla, he already kind of looks at it like a very neutral, but just kind of like a slight I guess, okay. And then he looks at you, and there's just that immediate just, if it wasn't just me, and I actually had a pack of lions, I might consider hunting you. However, that is one lion versus a crew, so I'm gonna take my chances right now.
Oh my gosh. Don't eat me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, that lion looks at anyone else that isn't Kirla, and it, like, licks its chops.
Just gonna go to
It still
Oscar
sometimes
Beta.
does it with Kirla. Like, you can, even with a nat 20, you're not gonna fully tame a lion. You're just keeping it at bay. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lion.
He makes sure he's well fed.
Yeah. Just make sure he's well fed and nothing bad will happen. You don't feed that thing for a week, someone's dying. I'm letting you know. It's either a lion or a person.
Nah, she knows that if she stops feeding Miko, there's problems.
Yeah.
Miko has been trained by her since he was a puppy.
Yep.
Excellent.
She knows to be careful.
Literally, the only animals that you can go without feeding and it'd be fine is the fucking Pompey, because it can feed itself. The Floxern, because, like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's just gonna go to the Pompey and ask for food. And, like, the
Self-reliant ass fucking fox.
Yeah. And then the just-alike, because it doesn't need food, it's just that it has a constant craving for food, because it died due to starvation, because, that's how just-alikes come to be, because Coyote's dying of hunger. And then killed by fire, so... Yeah, so the just-alike's also kind of chill. That's, like, the only one that you don't have to feed, and it doesn't have to even make food for itself. It's just like, I mean, I like food. That'd be nice, but, like, I don't have to have it. But also, if you piss off a hungry just-alike that hasn't been, like, fed for, like, over a week, it might just consider eating you anyways, just because you pissed it off.
Oh dear.
So just be nice around it.
It's fine.
Man, if we breathe weird, that thing gets pissed. I don't...
Yeah, but like, lucky you have Oobleck, so it's fine. You have the dog whisperer. So who's opening the package?
Me!
Okay, Ooblex, you open the package. How quick are you
Express.
opening this?
Quite slowly.
Okay, you slowly open it.
Because I struggle.
Okay, you struggle. How are you struggling?
Wait, what does this package look like? Is it like...
It's like a brown little, like, cardboard box.
Okay, Ublex doesn't have, like, a box cut or anything
Okay.
on them right now, so, like... grabbing the tape!
Yeah, right, I should mention this. Funny thing, you don't see the tape, but somehow it stay closed.
Oh my god, Ublex is, like, looking for tape!
Yeah, there's, like, no tape. Like, you keep turning the box, you're, like, flipping it over, there's no tape. You don't know where tape could be right now.
Ublex, like, pokes the middle, trying to open it up.
Yeah.
See how they could open it up.
Okay, so how hard do you press on this? Like, give me a 1 to 10 scale here, because I need to figure out whether or not you're putting your acid into this cardboard.
Oh my god. It's like a 3. It's like a little poke.
Okay, yeah, so you're not, like,
Firm
you're not
poke.
actually pressing your acid into it. Okay. So you're not burning a hole into the package. Okay. Yeah, no, you can, like, firmly poke it. It looks like it's kind of giving way in that way, but it feels like as if there's resistance from the inside instead of the outside. It's weirdly enough, it's almost like as if they taped the inside instead of the outside to keep it sealed.
What? How'd they do that?
Who knows?
Magic.
Dude, magic go crazy. It go burr.
My goodness.
Shin's gonna
Open
walk up
fucking
with his knife.
sesame.
Why, Shin?
Knife.
Just
Yeah.
fucking sesame.
He'll hand you his knife. You can cut it open that way.
It like
It explodes.
gently cups it open.
Okay.
Just to
cool.
make sure they don't get anything inside with the knife.
Yeah, so like as you're like you're starting to cut it open, you can hear
What?
Yeah.
Hello?
What?
Oh hi.
Um,
Oh, I can.
Why
get
is the
tape
box
off.
speaking?
Oh, they're talking. Okay, and you hear it as they tear the tape off and open the box, and Happy's in there.
Oh my god.
Happy!
I'm here. I said I was coming.
Oh my god! That's so joyous.
Hi.
Hi, Happy.
Hi. I'm here. I said I
I
was
suddenly
gonna.
understand
Yeah.
how the box stayed closed.
Yeah. He
Oh.
taped himself from the inside and then held it closed.
Why?
You just looked and just go, yeah, I'm here now. So now I can help with Gibbon.
Yeah,
What?
man.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough. Good enough, bud. Good job.
What the fuck? Why is there a man in the box? Oh, never mind.
Happy is a pink slime. I don't know if you were there for that session. I think you were there.
I don't-
He was there for two
He
or
was
three
there.
sessions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Frankly, I
he was there
probably-
for
You
that.
called him Kirby. I remember perfectly now. You called the bastard
Quite
Kirby.
frankly, I probably completely forgot.
That's fair. Yeah, no.
You
Yeah,
did.
he's a pink
Well-
slime. Tiny little pink slime.
Hello, Kirby.
Okay.
What is it?
Did-
Alright, I have
Who's
to ask a
happy?
stupid question.
Uh-huh.
What do pink slimes taste like?
I mean, it counts what type of pink slime you get. Straight up. That's
What kind
not
of
even a joke.
slime?
Because, so slimes, the plasmoids from my world, they have two types, right? There's the acidic and there's the water slimes. So, Ublex, as an example, is a water slime. That's why they're able to absorb water. Acidic ones, they will actually die if they start, like, touching water. So, rain's actually damaging to them. Happy is an acidic slime, so he cannot fall into the ocean, otherwise he will fucking die. Within, like, probably
Okay.
2 or 3 turns.
Alright, so he tastes like pain. Got it.
Yeah, no, it's like biting into like the like most. I'm trying to think what's the most sour food in the world because it's not a fucking warhead. Let's be perfectly clear. Those things are mild at best. It's bad. It's bad. You're tasting all the sourness and nothing else. And then your acid, your mouth's getting like God, dude. I should not cut off the word acid at ass. The acid basically is melting the inside of your mouth. So, like, you probably just won't have taste buds for, like, if you live for the rest, probably the majority of your life till it eventually maybe fixes. You can always get Velvet to fix that for you. She can give you a new tongue. But that is a crazy thing to say.
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing.
Jester, you
No,
also do have a
it's
blood
really
goddess.
not.
Yeah. Blood goddess could give
No,
Janessa
I-
could give you like a snake tongue. I'm just saying. Some people dig fork tongues. But besides the point. Well,
I do.
Yeah. See, she gets it.
They're pretty awesome.
They're pretty awesome. That's true. If you want to feel like a little snack, it's great. It's perfect. Speaking of slimes though, to answer your full question, the water ones normally just taste like flavored water. It's like whatever they ate last. So like if you like, for example, if you took a chunk out of Ublex and she just had like let's say like a bunch of lemons, like for some reason she decided to eat raw lemons, it would be like a watered down lemonade. So as long as you eat the outer layer, the outer water layer. If you again, there's acid, so you bite into the acid, you're getting acid.
Hey.
But yeah, the acidic ones.
Question.
Yeah. Mhm.
Why is this relevant?
Got no idea.
Because I asked partially as a joke what slimes
Yeah.
taste like.
Now you know, man. I know why
Okay.
you're asking this because I know in your world you have different types of slimes when you were DMing. You had like blood
blood
slime. Yeah.
Or Jello.
Yeah, you had the Jello slimes, yeah, and stuff like that. I have thought about adding in Jello slimes because I think that could be funny, but I feel like they deserve their own mechanic and own like benefits because if they're made of Jello, they should definitely be running a little different. But Jello's sick. I like that. Okay, yeah, moving on. So that's the second thing. So Happy's here now. They're here to help you out with Gryffindor. Then they'll ship themselves back to their island. Third thing, you will get another letter. And it's from the Revolutionary Army, specifically, Commander Gonzalez. Y'all asked him long ago to help find a certain child.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit!
This one's addressed to Ooblex.
Ooblex won't be an absentee mother anymore!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm the father.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're a mother now. But...
Well, I impregnated a woman.
You won't be the absentee parent?
Yeah, that makes that's
she's not
better.
the father anymore, but she's not. She's the mather.
Moving on.
Just replace the O with the
Moving
A.
on.
She's the mather.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, you'll get a letter, and there's a lot of information here. So here we go. Okay.
Oh boy.
So it would say, "Dear Sam Demois, also known as Ooblex, I am Commander Gonzalez. In case you remember me, hopefully you do. Hopefully you finally gained some memories about me. We did fight with each other at the end of the day. Essentially, as you asked, I did my best to dig into finding your child. And I've come back with some information finally. Otherwise, I would not be sending this letter. As you know, your wife, I can't believe I'm saying this name, Milfafee Demois. You made that canon. She made it canon that the fucking Milfafee joke of Nitsify was her wife. So that's just canon.
When did that
Hey man, you said
happen?
smash.
Dude, I had to ask. So this, I don't know if this is ever done on, I don't think it was done on podcast. I had to ask her, I was like, what's your wife? And she was like, Milfafee. I'm like, that's big funny. She was like, I'm done. And I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So that's the canon. I guess. So I'm
I
dead.
guess.
Woman version of me is dead, is what I understand.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude, it's just tough like that out there. They didn't like having a cosmic horror sentient black hole around, apparently. Which is valid, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so...
How I managed to get that? Well, how
Dude.
Alex managed to get that?
Humans are charismatic like that. They just are, man. But
Shit like that.
the letter would continue to just go as... Fact is, despite your wife, and again, apologies, being dead, we did manage to get a hold of some information. We had to do a lot of digging because we had to figure out where she was living at the time, and then we had to poke around basically everywhere on where she had been last seen. And so in other words, they essentially had to do a history tracking of like, alright, where had the mother last been seen? She went here, and then she hid out in this country. Then she went here, then here, then here. Okay, she died. Now, where did the child go? Time to go digging for that. Yeah, so it was a lot of history digging, basically, for Commander Gonzalez. But he would eventually be able to report that Mariana de Mois, your daughter, eventually last seen was living in La Calora.
Yo!
Yep.
How ironic.
How
I
fucking
would've-
convenient.
I want to mention, I had this set since day one. I've just been rolling to see how well Commander Gonzalez did. There's a shot you would have gotten this letter after you found her, for all you knew. Or you could have gone to La Calora, never found her, and then after you left, by the way, she's here, and then have to do a U-turn. So...
Oh wow.
Yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing. But he would just go, from my digging, funny enough, she has connections with a noble that you and your group at the time had met. Lightly. The only reason why I know about this is because some of the revolutionaries at Gao, at the nobles banquet, saw interaction between the party. However, the person who interacted with them was a person who is no longer with your group, from my understanding. As Mollis has been transported to a different realm. At least that's what we understand. Again, a lot of digging. He would just go, from what I know, the nobility was the vampire noble that came down from La Colora, Elmer Destina, who is known to be a veteran mercenary who rose to nobility by brute strength. So, essentially, look around the capital, you might be able to find her. But he's at least able to get you the name, he's able to get you, you know, the name of your daughter, the name of the person she's been with. So, most likely a boyfriend of some sort, or maybe more, you don't know.
Are we gonna get the protective parent arc?
Who knows? And it would be mention one last thing, because he finally got some proper information for you, just so you can understand just how old Ublex truly is. Because it's been kind of a mystery of how old is she, because it's been a bit, let's be honest. Because I think it was thrown around, he was like, yeah. So he did some digging, right? It's been around 40 years since you washed up, before you washed up on shore. It was basically 40 years of you missing, around there, give or take. Your daughter, who at the time, when you disappeared, because again, he was like, I think it's been around 40 years. It wasn't 40 years, because she is 26. And she was only 4 when you disappeared. Meaning you were only missing for a total, I think you can do the math here, 22 years. But it's still 22 years! So there's 22 years of you floating around at sea as a plasmoid, not even sentient.
Oh my god.
And then you eventually...
I'm old!
Yeah, and then you eventually washed up on the shore. So yeah. And because you had also inquired if there was a way to possibly fix yourself, because you wanted to not be a plasmoid by the sounds of it, or at least see if there was an option to not be a plasmoid at some point. That was way back, and I don't know if Ublex still wants to go through with that, but it has been mentioned that he looked through it, and he said that it looks like the Hell's Cleric, Renegade Costel, is indeed, last time he checked, and you don't know how long it's been since he sent this letter, heading to La Colora. So he's either heading to La Colora right now, at La Colora, or he's heading to the next island.
Suddenly I'm understanding why we needed everybody here this session.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All that lore!
All that lore. Next up, you have another letter. We love letters. This one goes to Usagi. And you don't know the name of this person. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? You roll me a history check. You actually might recognize this, actually. Roll me a history check.
Okay. Alright. One second. Let me get the bowl. Where did I put that fucking tab? Okay.
You got this. I believe you, Chief.
Alright, there it is. Well, I hope you realize that I have a +3 for history, so this is gonna be shit.
No, I believe in you, man. I believe in you.
That's
Damn it! Okay, so you don't remember who it is from, but honestly, with the writing, you might still be able to pick it up. We'll see. So, it is from some person named Onji, and I will type out that name. It says, and by the way, I want to put something out there. It's not just Onji. It says Onji D. Dorobo.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
Onji?
Onji D. Dorobo. Who's
that?
No. It would read, Dear Usagi, I hope you enjoyed the punch to the balls. I'm following in your favor. It's very trick and scratch, and it's very messy handwriting.
Oh my god, it's a kid.
Yes, it is. I have picked up your name, your clan name, and I will carry your clan to success in honor of you. Here just go. I have started reestablishing and fixing up the hideout, and I will make sure that the D. Dorobo clan rises to fame once again to be known as the Ball Punchers. Sincerely, Onji D. Dorobo.
Are you sure we shouldn't have killed that kid while we were on the island?
How dare you? It's more of a legacy than I could have ever than I could have ever hoped for.
The fuck.
Your legacy is a kid going around punching people in the dick.
And it's better than stealing things and possibly getting killed.
He's not wrong.
You might get killed if you do it to the wrong person.
I'm sure he's smart enough to realize that.
Are you sure about that?
Are you positive?
Why did you sound exactly like John Cena when you said that?
Are you sure? You kind of did. Yeah, it was a pretty good voice bite right there.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Oh man. Oh dude, but yeah, it's just a funny little, it's just a happy little letter, just to let you know, hey, they haven't forgotten about you. And then you get another letter. It's from the old man. You recognize the old man. Remember the old man? The old man from your village who hated your guts and asked the mercenary to go after you at one point?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's from the old man, and all it says is "fuck you."
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Is it
I'm
like
not
in really
kidding you, but
fancy? Is it like in really fancy script?
Super
too?
fancy.
Like,
Super fancy, man. Like, it is almost
Go
regal.
fuck yourself.
Yeah, yeah, you can fucking hear his voice in the
Wow.
writing. You can hear the voice, man. Oh, man. But yeah. Speaking of letters. Oh, boy. Hi. Hi, big man. Hope you remember me. This is a one from a good friend known as Hiriko. Searching somebody's friend. Hiriko. And the letter reads, when are you arriving? I'm getting really far into debt. Please send help.
Damn it.
I'm not even a day out!
I can't wait for us to have to pay off that debt, and all that money we just got is gonna go away. If we even have enough.
Dude, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Dude, the most, like, we solved the problem. I just forfeit the reward. Don't kill this lady.
Let's be real. Kirla's entire demeanor just deflates as it's just, oh.
The fucking rat ears go back.
The rat ears go back, she slouches down, just everything is defeat.
Yeah.
God damn it. Just the fucking, when you arrive, I'm very in debt. How about you stop gambling? I would solve the fucking problem now, wouldn't it, you fucking dumbass?
Problem is, Lindsay knows her well enough to know her way of getting out of debt is by gambling more to try and get out of debt.
And that only leads her to more debt.
Yep. She has gambled her way out of debt a few times. She has. But normally
Shockingly.
shockingly. Normally she has to, however, go to a gladiatorial ring and fight enough until she eventually can pay it off. That's normally what happens.
It's only been like 3 times that she's done that.
Yeah. And there's one final letter. I know, a lot of letters today. It's addressed to Loki.
Wow.
Wow. Much wow. So, you gonna open that?
Dude. Yeah.
Alright, cool. It's from the love pirate captain himself.
Oh,
Your
thank
favorite
God, he's
man.
not stranded anymore.
Yeah. So, it's a letter, because, like, I think Carlises did send you one, kind of give you an update, like, hey, we did find our captain. But this is him finally sending you a letter. So it would just kind of go...
I've sent them, like, 2. So,
Yeah,
keeping them posted on us, at least.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's definitely probably read them at this point. He would send you a little thing saying, hey... how's my little low-key issue doing? Hopefully you're doing good.
Son of a bitch.
It's just a simple thing of him, first of all, just kind of letting you know, hey, yeah, I woke up on this random island. Don't know where the hell I was. I used a raft and traveled to like 3 different islands until I eventually ran into my crew.
Dude, fucking Lemmius, you bastard.
Yeah.
You're such a bitch.
Dude, you gotta love Lemmius. By the way, I want to definitely mention. Actually, no, we'll get back to that. He mentioned that he's like, yeah, I had to make a raft because there was like no civilization on that island, so I had to sail out on like a wooden, crickety old raft. Ran into the Navy, walked up, seduced their captain. They're now part of his crew now. And now basically met up with Carlita that way. That is very loud bags. What you eating there? What you eating, huh? I see you, Issa. You can't hide from me.
I'm just trying out clothes.
Oh, fair.
I'm not eating this time.
No, that's valid. That's valid. Dude, I need to get new clothes. I feel that.
I'm dying out here. What if I told you?
Oh,
It's like, whatever, man.
that's valid. That's valid. I need to put myself on a cut, but that doesn't matter. So, okay. Anyway.
No, you don't. You weigh nothing, man.
No,
What
no.
cut?
No, really.
Listen. The waist has to be pristine, okay, for the Ren Fair. You don't understand.
Just work out your back more. Work out your back a
I
lot
actually
more.
I do.
It'll give you an illusion of an hourglass shape.
Facts.
And then
That is facts.
work on your thighs more.
I do need to do that
It'll
as well.
do it.
I need to get a hold of a gym again because I haven't been able to get a hold of a gym. But I should be able to
You don't
start
need,
affording it
like-
again until July. So
You don't get a tiny waist by doing that.
that's true.
You definitely do like ab workouts, but
Yeah.
yeah.
We're definitely okay. We can talk about that more. I'm sorry. We keep this.
Anyways.
It's a day. It's a day today. Okay, so yeah, basically just mentions he basically just took that entire crew, made it his own. He met up with Carlisa, you know, big woo, big fun. He would give you a heads up, being like, hey, by the way, please be fucking careful. From what I have been told and heard, you guys are going to Gistendor, La Calora, and also just the stuff that you told my crew about. And since you guys have been kind of communicating with my quartermaster, please be careful from the things I've heard about. If I'm guessing on your route, you're either heading in two ways. You're either going to head through a very safe route in the Ingerhay Sea, and it should be safe. And I'm hoping that's where you're heading. But if you're not, please be careful, because you'll be entering an Emperor's territory. Please, for the love of God, don't go picking a fight with an Emperor. Sincerely, the Love Captain Pirate.
That's unfortunate, bud.
Yeah.
It's the Emperor, I think it is. No.
Fair enough.
I'm picking that fight. If it's not the Emperor I'm thinking of, I don't care. Fuck off. Get out of my way.
Fair enough. Oh, man.
I'm not after you. I do not care.
Fair. Okay, so, with that being said, that is all the letters that y'all have as y'all begin to arrive to La Calora. It is when y'all start arriving.
My daughter's here.
Your daughter's here. It is here. This is truth. When you start arriving near La Calora, you hear in the back of your mind, Usagi.
Yeah?
You hear the mind of a peaceful Lemmius. As he would just go, best of luck.
I suppose I shall think to myself, thank you, before, like, looking at the sword, like, slightly suspiciously.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
It's that thing of, like, every now and then, and it's something I haven't got to mention because it hasn't been happening a lot to him yet. But, while you're attuned to this sword, you do hear the voice of Lemmius sometimes. And sometimes you'll hear the voice of the curse.
Oh. Oh, great.
They'll never do anything. From what you can tell, they can't seem to do anything. It's just that every now and then they might go, hey, maybe you should do this. Or hey. Or just a simple, kill
That's
him.
convenient.
Or a little, there's like an angel and a devil on your shoulder, essentially.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
The voices in my head are telling me to stab people.
Wisdom say. No.
Lore accurate.
Yeah, for real. Oh, man. But yeah, no, you guys can start arriving at La Calora around midnight.
No, wait.
Well?
No, now he has an excuse. Now he can just say, all the voices told me to steal. And we have no way to disprove that.
I think the more concerning thing is he's listening to voices now.
Yep.
None of this has been mentioned to us.
I didn't hear about that either. I mean, I don't think before. But
Yeah.
to be fair, Usagi is kind of the type of person to ignore them unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah. No, that's kind of why I didn't really mention it, to be honest. And also, it was kind of the thing of, like, it's been a very passive, more kind of hitting your subconscious and your conscience. So it's kind of something that your brain was kind of more pushing to the side. And now it was like an actual, like, hey, to your conscience, like, hey, good luck type of thing. You're like, oh, wait, no, I'm acknowledging this. Okay. My brain's not trying to just shove it away, like, no, shut up. Like, it's actually accepting this random response from my sword. Okay. But yeah, no. You can 100% start entering into La Clora. When you start arriving to this area, within the fog, the giant, thick fog, you can see just a monument of light in the dark. That's what you would see as you start approaching La Clora. And then when you eventually get there, it is... Think of, like, Las Vegas. You're thinking, like, tall towers, tall buildings. You're seeing a lot of, like, you know, bright lights everywhere. You can see signs that are glowing due to the artificers of the island. Advertising all sorts of things. You can see, not just normal signs. You see, like, neon signs. They have a little bit of that cyberpunk kind of built into their place.
Ooh.
They're not, again, as advanced as the most advanced, which is the Hell-Chained Islands, but it's there. It's pretty close to their area. Would you say, by the way?
I'm gonna correct you on one thing.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That is the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, that's kind of just what I'm going for. I've never been to Las Vegas, so I don't know jack shit. That's just kind of what I'm trying to just get, like, the main thing, like, base Las Vegas, what people think of, which is normally the Las Vegas Strip. That's typically what people think of.
That's
That's
much
what I'm
of a
trying
difference.
to implement. I'm not just
There's
saying the
a
whole
stupid
Las
difference.
Vegas.
I don't care.
But, yeah, basically...
All people think of is the strip.
That is the main thing people think of. That's kind of more what I was trying to aim for. But yeah, to be specific, Las Vegas Strip. As if it's not just a strip. There's actually more than one street. Crazy, I know. It's not just a bacon strip anymore, everybody. So yeah, it's this entire island is just glowing with these different sized buildings, giant arcing areas. Some buildings are a little bit on the narrow side, going straight up like a skyscraper. Other ones are a lot bigger in size. You can see a lot of this city is plastered in gold and red colors. Yellow and red are like the main two colors you're kind of seeing here. And they have the neon signs, sure. But the neon signs are a lot lower to the ground. Those are the ones that advertise like things on the first floor in buildings. And those signs are typically a lot smaller. But a lot more of the lights are those yellows, and you can see that the like roads essentially, and there's a fun little fact about them. Somehow, they have managed to make their entire roads almost like a velvet red. So they have this almost like royal color scheme going on. And even their fountains, which are like, rather than having the typical like gray stone, they have this black stone fountains from place to place as blood pours out of it instead of water.
Oh, that's disturbing. Because
it's a monster. It's a monster area where the vampires run free and the zombies live happily. It's where all the monsters come to live in peace and not be hunted. So, it is known that there are two kings to this place, to be more specific. So they rule as dual monarchs. So they both have to agree on something, if they want to pass any laws. Unless it is like an emergency, the other one can overrule at times. They both have their own sectors of military power. If they need to overrule, they have their own special little military size. But they've kind of worked together. So you have a Lich King, and you have a Vampire Lord. So yeah. You can see that as guards within the entire kingdom. And this is just the port city. This is just the port city, by the way, that you're seeing. There's still a capital. Which is where you would think that maybe... Most likely, that's probably where the nobles are at. So you're more likely to find someone's child in the capital. But this is just the port city. You can see in the port city, because a vampire lord, as long as they have territory over an area, they can create vampire spawns that can wander the area. Vampire spawns are working as like guards throughout the city, because the entire island is the vampire lord's territory. So any enemies, any navy, any pirates that attack this place, any monster hunters, anybody that dies on this island is made into a vampire spawn by the king. So you have people of all varying levels just here on the island as guards. So, you have vampire spawns wandering the streets. Some stand on top of, like, the ceilings of buildings, while others wander or stand in random areas, kind of skulking from the shadows. Counting on what the classes they are, counting on how they interact with the actual area. You can see that the more rogue-like spawns are staying in the shadows. Whereas, like, the archers, like, the more ranger-esque ones, and, like, the wizards seem to be staying near the top of towers. Stuff like that. It's like little things like that. But welcome to the big old La Calora. You're at the port city. So, first question comes into play. Who are you bringing with you off the ship? Happy's coming with you. That's not an option.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, Shindeo's coming.
I don't know.
I'm
Shane's coming,
keeping
okay.
Nico with me.
We might be dealing with Gistendor, so.
Yeah, it was mentioned that Giskendor could be found on the island.
Oh, Gryffindor!
What should I do?
I'm just gonna double check. Because right now we have... Did you say Miko is coming with you or without you? Double checking.
Coming with me.
Okay, so we have Miko, Shen. If you want to bring any others, well, let me know. I know I can hear Reed's brain running the steam. I can hear that steam running full
I'm trying to
throttle.
figure out who to bring.
That's fair. That's fair. You also know Lindry's assailants that she wants to kill is here, too.
I'm gonna be real, I don't trust the lion on the ship alone.
Why not?
Okay.
Because so far, I'm the only one that the lion doesn't want to eat.
You know what?
And even then.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out which would be better for my health.
Oh, are you trying to figure out
or-
which wife to bring?
Yes.
So here's something to keep in mind then, right? Asta, like, when it comes to the city, Asta would probably be better diverse in handling a place like this, because Borth isn't very civilized.
Okay.
That is something to keep in mind. Asta knows her way around these type of places. Borth knows her way around how to kill a man.
Okay.
Do you want the beef in the muscle with no thought behind those eyes, or do you want the actual smart cat?
I think I'll take the smart cat.
Okay. Asta will be coming
Brains
along.
or brawn?
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to.
Together, they make the perfect wife. Anyway,
They do.
that
do.
sounded worse than I intended. Never mind.
They're Power Rangers, you know, they like fuse together. No, that's Dragon Ball.
Anyway,
I
Yeah.
I realize how terrible that sounds. Anyway,
Yeah, it does. I think.
oops.
I don't know. Dragon Ball references are weird. Okay.
Let's just move on from the on
Okay.
for the potentially terrible conversation. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay, so, besides that, you would grab him. You grab Asta, you grab Shindeo, you grab, Lion Boy. What's his name again? I gotta get the lion's name down now. I still don't.
Feilu.
Feilu, yeah.
Kailu.
Kailu. I thought you said Feilu. It sounded like Feilu. Okay, Kailu. Yeah, so Kailu, and you grab Miko as well. So we have two animals. Definitely keep those on a leash, probably. For reasons. But yeah, 100%, they can come around. Especially
Lion's
Kailu.
got a fancy ass leather collar.
Yeah, I'm be real. Lavana's going to hand you a, like, enchanted collar. Just like, here. Before you go. If it
Yeah,
tries...
probably a good idea.
Yeah, no. So if it tries to attack something that you're not hostile to, it won't hurt it, but it's like a stun collar. So it's just gonna kind of paralyze it for a turn. You know what a turn... Oh, yeah, right. You're immortal. You wouldn't know what that is. She would then look to the camera and smile. And then, yeah, she shoot you on your way.
Lavona, you're doing it again.
I'm doing what?
That thing.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's just something I learned from Vilva. Toodaloo. I have
course.
witches to meet up with.
Oh dear God.
She skips off. Well, actually, let's be more honest. In her action, it's more probably strutting, but she struts off. It's Lavana we're talking about.
I pity anyone on this island. Anyways.
You're welcome. Don't worry, I'll come back with a fleet or two, Captain.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. Look, he sits there like, I do not want a ship of witches.
Why not? It'd be useful.
It'd be mad useful, but a mad problem.
Depends on your definition of a problem.
It's just the most, like, if it's just a bunch of people like Lavana, I pity any island they dock at. Like,
Fair.
One, they'd be good for money.
I-
Two, nobody would fuck with them.
I don't care. It's still funny. I'm still right.
Oh man, it's fair. It's fair. But yeah, you guys can get to head off as you're kind of walking through the streets. There is one thing that you can realize. Oh boy, this is definitely 100% a monster island. You are seeing any type of monster you can think of on this island. That, like, ones that would be sentient. So you can see lycanthropes. You can see werewolves, because it is midnight, so you see them in their werewolf form. You can see werewolves walking around. You can see vampires, zombies, skeletons. You can see, the, like, kind of like monstrous races that also kind of get treated kind of iffy at times. People like the Durlas, which are Displacer Beast people. You can see people like the Demigorgons, like Loki. You can see that there are some weird monster races that have started to walking around recently. They're a little odd, but there's these like rock alligator people that seem to be kind of walking around right now. And there's almost these monstrous tritons that seem to be walking around with these like sharp shark-like teeth. There's a mixture of all sorts and kinds. You can see aberrant mimic people who have taken the corpse of somebody and like used it to make a body for themselves walking around. And you know that it's an aberrant mimic because there's always something wrong with an aberrant mimic that's taken a human form. Because either they have like an insanely long grin, like the mouth is abnormally long, or the arms are longer than they should be, dragging across the ground. Things like that. There's always a
very
abnormality.
toothy smile.
Yeah, toothy smile sometimes. Some of them have like, you know, like how
Clawed
some people will be
shoes.
like, oh, it's a style choice. This is the style choices of like horror like artists sometimes aren't style choices. This is just how this mimic came to be. There's ones where like their hands are almost skeleton like, and it's almost as long as a fucking blade. Like just the fingers alone. Stuff like that. You are walking into quite a place. But the one thing that you'll notice, you're in just the port town. And even in the port town, people dress really nice. Like, you have people walking around in suits and ties and dresses. You have people walking around in just really nice get-ups. Even the people who are in, like, suits and that sort of stuff, they're walking around with, like, the best pile, that like, as nicely styled clothing as they physically can. You don't see anybody walking around with pajamas or, like, torn-up tunics and stuff like that. These people dress, if that makes sense. Even the fishermen look like they are wearing brand new clothes. So, that gives you an idea. You can walk through the streets. You can let me know if you want to do anything within the port town. But the one thing I can guarantee you is you probably will want to try and figure out whether or not Kirla's people that she wants to kill is in the capital or in the port town. So I do recommend trying to do some investigation, because you guys just know that they're in La Clora. You don't know in what area of La Clora. Second thing is that you can see that you will be passing through a lot of market stalls, because they're not really market stalls like the ones where they set up tents, but there's just a lot of stores just set up everywhere. So like there's apartments that live like above stores where you have to like go around the store to get to a staircase just to get into your apartment, stuff like that. Like that's just the way they live here, like penthouses and things like that. So there are a lot of stores if you end up wanting to check anything out too, but there's a lot of advertising. There's people yelling on the streets trying to sell random things to people. Like when you go to Paris and there's Eiffel Tower, there's a lot of like people that try to sell stuff the closer you get to like the Eiffel Tower. Stuff like that. You have people that will walk up to you and be like, hey, come and buy some. Yeah, hey, you ever had a good, have you ever had like the perfectly most well done fried anglerfish? Stuff like that. Like, you have people, like, in your face constantly as you're walking down the streets trying to sell you guys stuff.
Huh.
Kirla
Great.
does not react.
I do not react either. I have enough. I don't feel like spending.
Yeah.
This is
No.
normal for Kirla.
Yeah. Yeah. That is fair. You would have done trade in the past with your family, in the Kalora. Because don't get me wrong, your main, selling place was obviously your own home, because Desert Island, they needed food. But at times, you would, like, actually send out some shipments to La Kalora. Because there was some stuff that you could grow in the desert that you can't grow here. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Besides
Hell
that,
yeah.
what do you guys want to do through here? You guys are at the port town.
Kirla is, for the most part, just going to be trying to figure out where the hell Hideko is.
That is fair. She did not tell you if she was in Port Town or Capital.
Because on top of that, Hideko did mention that she found the people.
Yes, she did.
So I need her to not be.
In debt. It's fair.
God.
Yeah. You can guess at least most likely a casino is a good place to start looking for her.
She's been banned from one.
No, she wouldn't be banned.
And if you're too much in debt.
Oh, yeah.
She's too much of a sucker. People wouldn't think of that.
Alright, so there are 3 casinos you can go check out. Do you want to go check one of them out?
Yeah, sure.
Man, I would love to go gambling, but I need to find my daughter.
Let's
50
go
on
gambling.
red.
50 on the red. Well, I mean, exactly. You probably need to get to the capital to go look for your daughter. Do you want to go ahead and head to the capital while they go look for Hideko? That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll begin your 2-day travel to the capital.
I don't think splitting's up a good idea, but okay.
Shen will go with you. It's fine.
I got
Still don't think
disguise
splitting
self,
up's a good idea.
actually.
Yeah, there's something.
Wait, I can disguise myself.
What are you disguising yourself as?
Acrid does have a point. We saw what happened last time we split up.
I don't.
Yep. No, I'm not splitting up. Nope.
Don't
Nope.
split up, Lisa. You can wait an extra day. Yeah.
Oh my
Like-
god!
We have to go to the capital anyway.
Yeah, no,
True.
we're not splitting up, but not again. The last time we split up, we had to leave a boss alive.
Gulp.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
with you guys. It's like whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys will head to a casino. There are 3 casino options, and I will write them down for you. You have, for option choices, the Luna Casino, right? Oop, I need to type that right. You have the Greyhound Casino. And you have the Crimson Casino.
What was the first
Oh,
one again?
motherfucker.
I wrote them down into NPC visuals. You have Luna, Greyhound, and Crimson.
Kirla would just kind of sit there and just, I'm going to the Crimson. That's probably where Hideko is.
Alright. So,
All right.
So, okay.
The other 2 sound too mundane.
Understandable.
That's fair. So you will head to the Crimson Casino. It is probably the biggest of the 3. There are flashing lights everywhere. Like, there's things saying, like, win big now, win everything. Like, stuff like that. Like, they're really playing it up. Like, you could be a millionaire. Like, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
this is where Hideko is.
Yeah. Oh, man. Who would have guessed? You step in, and it is it is flashing lights galore, and luckily you do not have epilepsy as Kirla, though,
Thank
Oh.
God.
Yeah. There are flashing lights in every which way, colors of all sorts of lights. You can see, walking up to it, there is a bouncer at the door. It is a zombie bouncer. He will stop you. What are you wearing?
Honestly, Kirla would be wearing one of her more fancy dresses.
Okay.
I'm just wearing my cool blue robe.
Okay. So, we're gonna go through this. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, me?
We're gonna do one by one. We're starting off with Kirla. She's in the front. Kirla, roll me that
Okay.
persuasion check.
16.
All right. You're thinking because your clothing, match. God, I cannot speak. Your clothing matches the dress code of the place, and with the persuasion check, that'll get you entrance into the place. So, he would have his hand held out. He'd look you up and down, and drop it, so you can pass through. And then he brings his hand back up as Loki. What are you wearing?
It's Loki's, probably his normal outfit.
Okay. Do you wanna,
So,
just in case, describe that again for everybody?
yeah, I gotta remember.
Sure, it will go to you got this, man.
Yeah, I'm not, sorry everyone, I'm not as huge into character creation as some other people.
It's fair.
Yeah, Loki wears like a leather jacket with like a black t-shirt and like darker jeans that
Okay.
could be mistaken for like nicer clothing. He's trying.
Okay. And the
it's
other...
like a thing of he's got it so he can wear it kind of anywhere and kind of get by.
Okay, so the next person I should be asking here real quick. Did he ever get it stitched up? Because he got slashed by a lot of sword action.
Yeah, no,
Recently?
he would have.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay,
would have at
cool.
least tried. It would have been the most like, no,
Alright,
please.
cool. Yeah, so Oscar probably got it stitched up for you then, since Kirla was working on the dresses.
Yeah, no, he was like, I'm not bothering Kirla. I need someone to fix my clothing. No, god damn it.
I know, Kirla has already yelled at me because she's working on some secret project.
Yep.
Fuck!
Oh,
Okay, so with that being the case, then you can roll me just a normal persuasion check.
Okay, cool.
It like barely meets their dress code. I'm gonna be honest. Like he
dear.
kind of looks at that the jeans. He's like, ah.
Yeah, that's a 24.
Okay, yeah. He'll again. He stands there for a bit, stares at you, and begrudgingly lets you in. Your DC was higher because you came to him with jeans. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, Loki is also not someone who dresses nicely. 'Cause he
Yeah.
expects his clothes to get destroyed, so he doesn't want to pay money. He's a cheap motherfucker.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fair.
I've put in NPC visuals what Kirla is wearing.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, that's a lot more
boy.
than fancy, for sure.
Yeah.
And
He
then
knows these places.
yeah. Speaking of people, Usagi, you said you're just wearing your blue robe.
Uh-huh.
What about your hat?
And my hat. It
Okay,
looks nice.
I'm gonna be honest. This does not meet their dress code. I'm gonna have you roll it with disadvantage.
Persuasion, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
well, actually, I mean, I have advantage on persuasion in the first
So,
place. So
disadvantage and advantage will cancel each other out. So just give me a flat roll then.
That's a 16.
Okay, and you only rolled once, correct?
That's correct.
Cool. Okay, yeah, 16. He will look at you.
It is a well-kept robe.
It is a well-kept robe. That is true. That DC, I feel like should be high. I'm gonna let it slip.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I will say you meet the DC. That is
Perfect.
what we will say. I'm gonna be honest. I was sitting there. I was like, should I make the DC higher for him because this is like really against their dress code. No, I'm not gonna do that. So.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's like certain things. It's kind of like with the gene thing. Like I wrote the DC for the gene thing. I was like, I want everybody to get in. So if it's not too much of a jump, I'm gonna let it happen. But like I was sitting there, I was
boy.
like, God, okay, yeah, we'll let him in. Your DC should have been like an 18, but it's like it's a 2 difference. I don't think that it's whatever. Issa, what is Ublex wearing?
If I may, I have a suggestion for Issa.
What's that?
Oh?
I will send it to you.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I'm being left out.
That's pretty.
I feel like an outcast.
But the city feels like way too high up to be like formal, you know?
Yeah.
I was thinking of like,
It's a casino.
I mean,
Nobody's gonna care
it's
about how high the
casino.
slit is.
but I still don't want to look like a whore.
Here.
Easy fix.
I mean, fair.
You can swap with Asta. You guys can just go to the back to like some random store, go to like a clothing store, and then go to the changing room. Just swap dresses with each other.
No, I already have something in mind. Like
Okay,
Ublik says
yeah.
disguise self. They're not gonna like change how their slime self looks. They're just gonna change how their clothes look. I don't
Oh,
want
that's
to do
fair,
all
that's
that.
fair.
So Ublik is going
Fair
to
enough.
wear like I got like an image of it
Okay.
of like something similar.
Okay.
It's gonna be like, what the fuck is? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought something was gonna attack me.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Anyways, I got a little scared. Anyways, I closed all my tabs.
Oh.
So it's gonna be like a pretty long dress,
Okay.
and it looks like it's gonna have gloves on,
Okay.
like elbow high
Yeah.
gloves. It's gonna be like a silver dress, silver gloves, and they're gonna have like a fur thing around them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be it. I had an image when I got rid of it.
Oh man. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No. 100%. So I mean that fits the dress code. So yeah, just roll me a normal persuasion check.
Okay. Give me a second, real quick.
I also need to roll for Asta and Shin. Asta, it's fine. She gets in.
I'm like
Not
rolling
surprising.
shit today. Hello.
Ooh, what'd you roll?
I got a 13 with a +9.
Alright, 13 with a +9. Yeah, right, okay, so both you and Shin get stopped.
What?
Yeah, he looks at, I'm gonna be
Seriously?
honest, Shin did not dress any fancier. He's wearing the same black robe as always.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah,
Me?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, the DC is supposed to be a 16. You got a 13.
So
Um,
fucked up.
Yeah, no, he kind of just looks at you and just kind of gives you a slow nod, like, no. Yeah, he just turns you away.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
sure about that?
Yeah, he's sure about that. He's going to turn you away. From the
Wow.
casino.
Oh,
I rolled
God.
so low. I've been rolling all day
Yeah,
today.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on with you? What are you
I have a
eating? What are you
+9.
eating? God,
Chips.
crazy crunch over here.
Always.
I had a +9 on persuasion.
Dang.
And I rolled so low.
That's rough. Okay, well, the rest of you get in, at least.
Wow.
You know what? You can watch over the lion and Miko, because they don't let pets in, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm
you
getting
get
rid
in-
of this elegant looking clothes. I'm like, I don't want to wear this.
Yeah, so you can take Miko by the collar, on the little leash, and Shen grabs the collar of the lion and stares daggers at it.
Try some shit. I fucking dare you.
God.
They definitely make eye contact, and he taps his daggers at the fucking lion. You see the lion
I
kind
really
of
wanna-
bring its ears back a little, like.
Try some shit. I fucking dare you.
Yeah. But you do, I guess, have to wait outside, unless you want to try and
Ouch.
sneak in. There are vents, but like, yeah.
Don't.
I don't want to sneak in a casino.
I don't
Not
think
that
you should do
desperate.
that.
Oh man. Yeah, the rest will head in, I guess. That is unfortunate.
Oh dear me.
Yeah. You guys will start making
It's
your way
okay.
on in. And it is like, again, it's gambling galore here. You hear slot machines rolling. You hear like a few crowds gathering at different tables because some people are just doing really well. So there's like people gathering around tables, all for like games like I don't know, poker and fucking chess.
Chess.
Can you tell that I've been to a casino? Roulette tables. There's roulette tables and stuff like that. But yeah, no, you know what? Funny enough, no, there is a fucking chess table. People are betting for chess games. Sure. Oh man. Essentially, it's just it's just a dealer playing a game of chess with some person that bets against them. So it's either the house wins or the fucking chess, competition person wins. Just whoever's betting. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of like there's a mix of everything. It's casino stuff. You get what you get. I think that's pretty obvious. You guys can roll perception checks to kind of look around. See if you spot a certain someone that you're looking for.
Alright, let's check.
26.
Right. 26, okay. About for
I
everyone
only
else.
have hearing perception check, but...
I mean, you can try to listen for her. You've heard her voice before. I'll allow it, yeah.
Good. That's a 27.
Okay, 26, 27. What about luck?
22.
22. Okay, y'all all rolled well.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever actually interacted with this person.
You have not, but you at least you probably would have at least been given description by Anya once or twice. Like, hey, this is what she looked like.
Yeah, look there. He's just
yeah.
Yeah, I'm also short.
Yeah, you are also very short. You could actually go demigorgon form if you wanted. You would actually be pretty safe here, being what you are, straight up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. You guys walk around, Loki. You're kind of having to every now and then kind of use your tail as a fucking stand to really look over some people. You would be
standing on my foxtail.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Straight up, Usagi, you're having to jump up and down to look around, cause where is she? And then you're like, no, no, I've got a better way to do this. I'll just listen for her. So you start trying to listen for her, kind of flicking your ears around. You basically bring your ears, because they're normally flopping because of how big they are nowadays. And also because your hat's in the way. So you can't really bring them right up like an antenna. So you kind of just bring them out like a fucking propeller on a helicopter. Kind of stick them outwards. To try and listen a bit better. And you can lightly hear a familiar voice. And as you begin picking up on this voice, it's when a certain someone, a certain person known as Kirla, would begin to see a certain familiar hat on a certain friend of theirs. As the two of you start making your way over, that's when Loki would also notice, oh, there she is. I'm going to resend her image, just in case you guys forgot what she looked like. As you see Hiriko at a table playing poker.
Okay.
Yeah, and how's that going?
Well, I'll let you know. It is going... Let's see. Excuse me, apologies. Let's find out.
Talk about an hourglass, jeez. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, she does follow Kikis, who was a stripper in her past life. And she's also, she's a key elemental, meaning she's made by Kikis. She is a storm/cloud elemental. It's just that she disguises herself to look like a human to blend in with human society. She would actually be in her, elemental form instead of the other form, by the way. I will put that out there. Because she can actually be that without judgment in a place like this. So she's just so her natural body, that, how she looks right now, is still the same body format and everything. But instead, there's basically just pure lightning crackling from her body. And there's basically just it's basically just cloud form. With lightning that crackles in between the cloud areas of her body, essentially. That's the one big difference. So even the hair is kind of made out of cloud and that sort of thing. But yeah, she is actually doing fairly well. So you would see as she starts wrapping up this game, you see as she wins 2,000 rupees, which then immediately goes to her, her thing. Because it's that thing of the little house is alright, you won 2,000 rupees. Alright, cool. Alright, that's going to pay off your debt a little bit. Alright, there we go. Just kind of sets it off to the side.
Okay.
But yeah, she just wrapped up a game of poker. She actually won a game of poker. So she's not just losing.
Shocker.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking progress.
Yep. You guys can make your way over to her if you want. Or you can just leave her. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Kirla makes her way over behind, just leans down next to her ear and just, I didn't expect you would continue gambling and get yourself further into debt.
Oh, hi. Yeah, well, see, I wanted to. They don't have a gladiatorial ring here. I found out the hard way.
Damn it, Hiriko.
It's either that or I wash dishes. I don't want to wash dishes.
And how far in debt are you?
You know, just a
Hiriko.
meager, small 75,000 rupee debt.
At least it's payable. Oh, it's not as bad as I would have thought.
Yeah.
All right.
So least
At least
payable.
it's payable.
Yeah.
At least it's payable. It's not like I was honestly expecting like 200,000.
I'll be honest. When the last time she sent a letter to you guys, it was around there. She's actually done really well. I've been rolling for her. She's done well on paying it off. So there's been a lot of checks in the background of me just rolling to see how she's doing.
Oh my god.
It's got to get it paid off, and I can help you guys. A few more poker games should do it. So. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You're coming with me.
Okay. I gotta pay off my debt, though.
We'll pay it off.
You sure? I mean, that's 75,000.
Hiriko,
Yeah?
this isn't the first time you've done this.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. I don't think you're allowed to gamble anymore.
Bailing you out is a common occurrence.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. I figured maybe I'd be able to pay it off if I won the money.
It's not anything worse.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
See,
'Cause
no,
it
he
has
knows
been
the price
worse.
that. Yeah. Well, see, originally before you got here, it was like in 200,000. But I've been getting it paid off. See.
Loki just sits there with this, like, his head, like rubbing his eyes, like, I'm getting a migraine. I've been talking to you, I've met you, and I've already got a headache. Holy shit. Like, you just...
We'll get this sorted.
Okay. Your call.
Yeah.
Yeah. And normally I just take a loan from Kikis, but right now she's in hiding, so I can't get a loan from Kikis. So yeah. Alright, cool. Let's go then, I guess.
That should not be your normal out. Just like Loki, just very quietly to himself.
Yeah.
Just like, that should not be your normal out.
Yeah, here we are. Yeah. She would lead you. I guess she'll lead you to the counter so they can get it paid off, so she can leave the casino, so she can actually help you guys.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the most like we have the money on our boat. I'll be back in here in a second.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a couple minutes. Fucking like a 15, like walks up, comes back. Here you go. Bye.
Yeah. So I want to mention it's that funny thing of Loki. You leave to go get the money. Ublex and Shin sees you leave. Then they see you re-arrive with the bag, and the bouncer again, the same bouncer, stops you, looks you up and down, squints, slowly.
Just let me pay off the debt.
Lest you go. Yeah.
He looks at you like, just let me pay the debt. It's almost like...
Yeah. You see, like the like one of the other bouncers walk up to the zombie. It's like a skeleton, and just smack him on the back of the head, like, and just like say something in clatter language. There's just a bunch of bones clattering, and you see, like, it's like to you, all you heard was bones clattering. The zombie, understood.
Dude, the fucking skeleton's like, motherfucker, he's trying to pay off the debt.
Yeah.
I'm being a dumbass. Just...
Oh man, but yeah, no, he lets you through. You can go pay off the $75,000 debt, and yeah, Hideko can help you guys. She just looks at you, and just go, right, okay, hi. Oh wait, you're new. Both of you are new. Hi, Loki. I remember hearing about you. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're
I'm
Loki.
Loki.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
mentioned she had an
this is
attendant.
Loki.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember her mentioning that there was an attendant that she had that was like a really big alcoholic, and then he disappeared one day. So you're him.
Yeah,
He sits
managed
there.
to find him.
Yeah,
Finally.
He just sits
At least you
there
found
with
it.
this look of like, he just like his ear twitches
Yeah.
and he just, right, alcohol. I forgot, I need to drink.
She looked at
I don't.
looked at Usagi and just kind of goes, "Oh, and this must be your monster friend. Oh, it's good to meet you. Are you from Luculor as well? You've got like a whole genetic monster thing going on
Hideko.
here. What?
What are you talking about?
It's Usagi.
She squints.
I've been through.
He died and Inessa gave him some...
modifications.
Yeah, those are some.
The
Yeah.
fucking hole! The fucking hole!
That's some, quite the change you got there.
The wives prefer it.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever keeps them happy. So are they also rabbits?
No.
To
One's a
Loki.
knoll, one's a cat.
Oh, okay.
Looks towards Asta.
Oh,
No,
gotcha.
I prefer no.
Mhm.
I'm not finishing that sentence.
Yeah. I think I know where you're going with that. You don't need to worry. I think I
I
understood loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't worry. Don't worry. Listen, I'm around Kikis enough, I know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, cool. So that means you must be the girlfriend, or fiance, or wife, or I don't know, divorced mother. I don't know who you are. Hi.
What?
See?
Loki,
Yeah.
you've been perfectly silent this entire time. Just in a meet. What?
Yep. See, Austin just look
No.
at her and just go, yeah, I'm one of the wives. Hi, Asta. Good to meet you. Hideko.
Kirla has this look like she wants to strangle her friend.
Good wine.
That's fitting.
No, you get in line.
Oh,
Line's
God.
getting longer by the day. The longer she's here, the longer that fucking line gets.
Oh my god.
Oh man, sure doesn't just go right. Okay, well, if we're good to go, they're in the port town. Actually, that's why I stayed at this casino and not to the capital. Capital could have gotten me more money. What? Something I said?
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go before you talk your way into another debt.
Is that possible? Is there like
Yes.
a
Done
talking
it
competition?
before.
Well, I haven't gotten paid to talk, man. That should be that. Maybe I can make that into a job. That could work. I should charge people to listen to me. I could figure out something for that. Okay, let's go.
You'd never run short of money.
Oh man.
Just
Yep. That is true. She will lead you guys to a warehouse. It is like basically she would lead you into like a little bit of the darker area of this like city. Cause y'all go from like this bustling, lights and a lot of people walking around action. By the way, she does greet you, Ublex. She also, wait, actually, no, that's a separate thing. She's gonna stare at you, Ublex. And just kind of look back to Kirla and just go, "Who's the new person?"
You remember the slime blob?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, you changed. Oh, you're different. Oh, okay. It's good to see you. Good to see your... No, that would seem rude. That would... No, I'm not gonna say that. That would sound weirdly condescending. I don't like that. It's good to see that you're breathing? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, onwards.
Oops doesn't need to breathe.
Just give her
Drink.
one. Just give her one.
It's
Just
good
give
to
her
see you're
one
drinking.
point.
Okay.
Just almost just give her one.
Nope.
Just let her have one.
Nope. You let her have one and she'll take a mile.
She'll debate.
Nope.
She'll fucking bet on it. Alright, but yeah, you guys would be led through these like bustling streets into like this more like darker area, like a darker alley area. Where like the lights start to fade. We're kind of like, it seems to be more where like a lot of the area where the people who don't have money tend to end up going. You're seeing a lot more of like the homeless kind of up in the streets. Which, weirdly enough, a lot of homeless for the monster city is actually not really the monsters. There are like a few skeletons that sit there. More just because they're like, we don't need a home. Like we really don't need to be alive, but we're here. But
We're vibing.
yeah, we're vibing type of thing. You'd also start seeing less and less of the, vampire spawns. Because there's not really as much of a need for guards in areas like that, typically speaking. Which does end up leading, because less security means, a little bit more shady things are going to happen in areas like this. You're seeing, like, a few, like, people that are making deals in, like, the shadows of alleyways. They kind of, like, give you a glare and then go, like, wait for you guys to leave before they keep going back to talking. It's that sort of atmosphere. It's nowhere near as lively, nowhere near as upbeat, nowhere near as advertised. It's a lot more of, this is the sucky end of being in an area like this. There's gonna be people that are living in absolute miserable agony because they don't have money. That is kind of the problem with places like this.
Yep.
As you would start making your way through such a place, and you would see a beaten, broken down warehouse. And she would just look and go, "It's over there. One of them started gambling and I found them. And I followed them back because I didn't have a debt holding me to the casino yet. And they went here. So they're in the warehouse.
And you're certain they're here.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I double-checked later on. Yeah. I sent one of my little clouds to, like, go check. And they just thought it was fog, so.
Well,
So they're dumb.
So hear me out. She pulled out a bunch of dynamite.
What?
Tito sent me some packages.
Oh, of course.
Oh boy.
We
It's
could
always
line the warehouse. Unless you want it to be
we
more
need to make
personal.
sure Aether is in there.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. So from what I know, there's no opening up top. There's no roof plan. But there is, like, a few small windows we could try and look into, but they're kind of, like, boarded up. But we might be able to look in through the cracks of, like, the window, probably. If we want to do that.
I'm really, I like the idea of just detonating TNT on, a bunch of different sides. And then it's just fucking figure out where the people are coming from is the game those fuckers get to play.
The problem is the one who's leading them is a half Minotaur.
Okay?
I
You can't
will-
see.
Now, I will actually put this out here because I am double checking here. Just to make sure I have written this down properly. We have, because you guys, I can't remember, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I told you stuff. Do you know all the names of the people that was sent after you? Just double check and make sure I remember right.
I do not know all of the names.
Okay.
But I know Aether is the head honcho.
Yeah. Okay.
He led a group of mercenaries.
Alright.
And they were hired by Vamaya.
Okay, cool. I know some people are like, man, the DM should not, bitch. It's been a hot minute.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
In his defense.
It has been almost over a year since I told her now at this point. And I'm gonna be honest, yes, I know what my lore is. However, I have to make sure that I know that I don't tell her things that she doesn't know. So I have to double check. Yeah. Because I think you got that information back with Genesis? It's been a
Genesis.
bit, yeah.
Genesis told her the name of the dude he killed.
Yep.
Which I believe the one he killed was Valai.
I can actually double check to make sure I don't.
He was the rogue.
He did kill the rogue. That was truth on that end. Yeah, he killed Jithu. So the ones that you know that are alive is, I'm going to tell you the names, and worse scenario, if I didn't tell you, honestly, Hideko probably would have told you, like, filling you in on the way here. So you would know that there is a lizard folk that seems pretty buff. He does seem to be carrying around a gun of some sorts. He goes by the name of Ialkit. It is a lizard folk. You can't expect normal names from a lizard folk. You have Aether.
You're gonna need to type these out for me.
Yep, I got you. Hold on. So we have Ialkit, lizard folk. You have Aether, who is the half minnow. You have, I'm grabbing the other name, so I don't tell you wrong. You have Mithnari. I cannot speak today. Goodness gracious me. Which I'm going to just type that in. Mithnari, who is a tiefling. And lastly, from what he was able to figure out, because this one's been a little bit more of a confusing one to try and look into. As far as he can tell, they are a human. They could be something else. Because the reason why he's like, it could be something else, I could be wrong. It's kind of like from what we can tell, she looks like one. But also those eyes are like, the eyes of this lady are essentially like a glowing white. That's why it was kind of mentioned by Hideko. I don't know, she looks like a human. Which is Kalita, who is the human.
Yeah.
TM, yes. So, those are the people that you know of. But yeah, you know that Aether is indeed the head honcho. The question is, how do you want to go about this?
You said there's no way in through the top?
No way in through the top, but there are like a few boarded up windows. You could try to take a peek through like one of the windows. But also like, it's like a rickety building. There's probably like a building that's been around like way before like the town was like the bustling city it is now. So it's probably a part of like the way older side of the city. When the monsters were finally just trying to start a civilization, most likely. So this is probably just a really old warehouse. So who knows how sturdy this place is, honestly.
Okay.
Which means that they don't necessarily need to break their way in so much as just find an entryway.
Yeah.
Depends on how fortified themselves in there they have.
Yeah, you know, again, it's that thing of like, she couldn't check too much, but she at least knows there's the front door and there's boarded up windows.
Okay.
It's a
Well,
warehouse.
we have a
yeah.
rogue.
You do have a rogue.
If anything, I can become Demigorgon and hold him up to the windows if needed.
That's true. That's true.
He can stand on my shoulders.
You have like two good ways of handling this, if I'm being honest, at least I can see, which is you have a rogue and you have a slime, because slimes can fit through like 1-inch areas if you want to shove her through a window crack.
I prefer Usagi taking a look instead of sending Issa in to solo a group of people for her turn.
I'm going in. Alright, I'll take a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to go on in. Are you going for the front door? Is that what you're aiming for?
Of course not.
Okay.
That's what they'll
Windows.
expect.
Okay. Through the
Instead, I'm
To be
going
fair, they aren't expecting any of this.
Yeah, that is also
Okay,
true,
but
yeah.
walking into the... You know, actually,
This
now
is
that I
a
think
group
about it-
of mercenaries. They're going to expect people coming from around the building.
Okay, the problem is, if I have to go in through the front door, I would have to open the door. And
I'll be honest.
that would, like, blow my cover immediately. What?
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah?
If you want to get directly into a place, no matter what, you'll probably have to open something. Because the
Yeah,
windows are boarded
so I
up,
might as
and
well-
then, yeah, so no
Alright,
matter
well,
what,
I'm
yeah.
gonna use... Alright, well, I'm gonna use the gravity ring to
Okay.
jump up to the top of the building.
Okay.
And there's gotta be a roof entrance, right?
No,
There's not. They've mentioned
That's
that.
already been stated. There's
Yeah.
not.
Yep.
Fuck.
You can make one.
Yeah,
We just need you to
Yeah.
look inside.
Then I shall look in through a window.
Yeah. Okay.
While invisible.
Okay, gotcha. So roll me that stealth check first, and we'll go from there.
There we go, baby.
Yeah.
It's time to...
Mhm. Let's see what you get.
Stealth check. Here it is. Okay. And I have advantage on this, so...
Heck yeah.
Oh. 28!
28. Okay, cool. 28. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Yeah, as far as everybody can
Good.
tell, you went pull.
Perfect. Okay.
Alright.
Right.
Now that perception check.
Well, as far as most people can tell.
Yeah.
Fucking Kirla and her insane passive perception.
I got an 18 for perception.
18 perception. You can see in this like warehouse, it is
Okay.
dimly lit. It looks like they have gone at least out of their way to get a little bit of lighting in their place so they can see what they're doing around here. That way they're not just having to use dark vision all the time.
Okay.
Plus they have a human, so that lighting's kind of needed.
Okay.
But they have a torch up on the back. A lot of this is a one-floor area, but there's like a small little area that has been made into like a second floor, quote unquote. But you
Okay.
can't see much of it because you're looking through a very like small like crack in the window in between the boards. But
Okay.
the reason why you know this is because you can see a little bit of a staircase. So
Okay.
you don't know how much of a second floor there is, or if it just leads up to an entire second floor. But it doesn't look like it by the looks of it. You could be guessing wrong though.
Okay.
You can see there are a few knocked over wagons that they seem to set up like kind of like barriers.
Right.
And it looks like they've left one of the tables that's probably was left back here when this place got abandoned. It looks like they took one of the tables and have kind of been using that. You can see there are some people sitting there at the table. You can see the hulking mass that is that lizard.
Oh, great.
So,
Okay.
yeah. And then you can lightly see, like, slightly past the bulging muscles of this lizard is, like, something that's black, but you can't really figure out what you're looking at.
What?
Yeah, but there are a
Weird.
bunch of, like, barrels and crates that you can see in here, too. But there's something that's black. It could be fur, it could be a hat, it could be hair, it could be, clothing. You're not too sure what it is, but there's something that's a little bit near him that is black-ish.
Huh. Fun.
But yeah. That's what you can see by looking through that crack. So they're kind of like center-ish area of the, like the room of the warehouse. Probably so that way they can have a pretty good surveillance from like different sides. It's probably the thought process with that.
Huh.
So yeah.
Okay. Alright then. Well, that's useful information. I'm gonna go report that back because,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't want to start anything without the group's approval. That
Oh,
seems
yeah.
like a terrible mistake.
We've really got like 2 options for how we fucking handle this. We've got blow up the wall or blow up the door.
I vote we blow up the wall.
Third option, walk in, Usagi, dynamite in hand. They can't see you because you're cloaking it. And you shove it in their mouth and run away.
They
That
can see
is
the
a strat.
dynamite.
Not if you're wielding it.
Not if you're holding
Yeah,
it.
if, as long as you have it
Oh.
equipped, they won't be able to see it. So,
Oh, that is a good idea,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. I think also at your level, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have some other abilities with the cloak fruit, do you not? Or is that until a little bit later on? I'm trying to remember.
That's a bit later on.
Okay, okay. It's been, again,
next-
I made that way back, so.
His next ability should be at like level 12.
Right, yeah. That sounds about right.
And then
I
It's
do
like-
have cloak. I do have cloak assistance, but that's not particularly useful for this.
That's fair. That's fair.
level 1, level 4, level 8, level 12, level 18.
Heck yeah. Alright.
I had to look at that stuff a lot, so I'm like, I have the numbers remembered.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, yeah. Besides that, I guess question just comes into play of how you guys want to do this. You kind of have a base idea of the layout, wagons being used as barriers. There's a table in the middle that some of them seem to be sitting at. There's crates and barrels. Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, I think we should just I think I should just like toss a stick of dynamite through the window,
Okay.
and it'll explode inside and probably wreck most of them. What do you think?
Players?
Anybody?
I don't know how much a single stick of dynamite's actually gonna
Okay, get a
affect
bunch
them.
of them. Then. Okay, get a bunch of them.
Yeah, well then that's the other problem of it getting it through the slit in the window. I don't know if a stick of dynamite's gonna fit.
You would probably
Probably-
need to remove one of the boards.
And that would be noticeable. Oh boy.
Unless you want to try and smush a dynamite through. But I don't think that's going to go
That
well.
might blow
I
it
have
up.
15
Yeah.
things of dynamite in my inventory.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got 6. So my legitimate idea here is if we fucking open the door, we can just chuck 20 sticks of dynamite right into the middle. And that lizard folk can have a fun old time trying to dodge 20 sticks of dynamite.
We also don't know how many sticks of dynamite Tito has sent to Hito.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. How many fucking care packages?
She has 10 stacks of dynamite. 10.
Okay, so, other strategy. Fucking yeet.
Question.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Is there a small cart or something?
Small cart. Inside or
Yes.
outside?
Outside.
Outside. I will roll. I got a 3. I am sorry to say, there's not a cart. There is like a wheel that went to a cart that's here. Someone probably stole the cart, but left the wheel for some reason. People are crazy like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
What about a barrel?
I'll roll. Is there a barrel?
Barrel would work.
17. There is a barrel.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Load the barrel up with the dynamite.
Yeah.
Alright.
Roll the barrel in. Hit it with a fireball.
That's an option. You have 2 people here who have AoE spells that could light that thing. Actually, I don't know if Ooblex has fire AoE. But yeah, no.
No, I have dynamite though. 16 things
Dude,
of
I
dynamite.
want them to get stuck in their fucking trance. Dynamite goes off, fireball, some fucking bells going off. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
Can you imagine?
So, with the 10 sticks from Hideko, the 16
Wait,
that
is it-
Oobs has.
Wait, is it sticks or is it stacks?
Sticks.
Okay, sticks. Okay.
Yeah.
How much dynamite do you have?
Well, okay, so I have a couple.
Just
I have 6 sticks of dynamite and 10 black powder bombs. I took them from that fucking eagle.
Don't forget Issa's. Isa's
Yeah, I'd
living.
already taken that into consideration.
Okay.
Oh.
So that would be 32 sticks of dynamite.
Goddamn.
Plus whatever black powder bombs Loki is willing
So,
to
we've got-
sacrifice.
So we've got 16. Oh my god. 16, 10, 26, 30. 32 sticks of dynamite in a barrel. Plus. Honestly, he'd probably toss, like, at least, like. And the black powder bombs do force damage. That's the funny thing. Okay, wait, no, the black powder bombs are a bit weird because they have a pull the pin thing. So I might not be able to use those unless they go off from being blown up.
It's
I mean-
possible they might.
I'm gonna be honest. If something blows up and it's caught in the explosion, it's gonna blow up. It's a black powder bomb. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because
Yeah.
that would also create a secondary explosion.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
chain
So
event.
yeah, okay, so I'd probably we've got 30
32 sticks of dynamite.
and
Okay.
8 black powder bombs.
And you put.
Goddamn.
So,
So you're loading that barrel
So-
up then.
Yeah.
We load the barrel up, put the lid on it, and roll it in.
Okay,
I.
hold on. I want to actually sit here. So there's 32 sticks of dynamite.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write down all the die, so we actually know how much damage die this fucking barrel
Yeah.
contains.
2d6.
Hold on, okay.
So that's 64d6.
Now, I will throw this out there, by the way, for you guys. Do keep in mind, there was the wagon barricade, so you will probably need to hurl this barrel rather than rolling it. Do keep that in mind.
Fair enough.
You do have a strength main, so you should be fine, but like, yeah.
Loki, launch it in!
Oh my god, I'll fucking. How fast am I?
Wait, hold up, wait, what level are you again, Issa? Hold up, wait, hold up. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you guys out here with this idea. Hold up, Issa, what level are you? You're level 10, right?
Yes, we're level 10.
Okay. At that level, if I remember correctly from her water mechanic, she can become a slingshot for medium humanoids if she sucks in 32 feet of water. So if you wanted, you could prep her as a slingshot to shoot the barrel in, and then just kick the door open and just let it fly.
That's up to Issa!
That's up to Issa. I'm just throwing it out there. That's a mechanic she never got to use. I'm just throwing it out there.
I would love to do such things.
I know some people are like, oh my god, why is the DM giving options? Bitch, I like to see people vibe. I'm just helping out.
I want y'all to understand what we have packed into this barrel. Fuck this lizard folk.
Oh my god.
Fuck this lizard folk and anyone in his vicinity.
88?
no.
Oh my god.
No, this is definitely overkill.
Oh yeah. Alright, no, it's definitely overkill. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh boy.
So,
I know, okay, I'll say it.
plus 60.
I know we hate these people, right?
Uh-huh.
But do we want to save a couple sticks of dynamite? Or are we saying fuck these, like, two
Tito's
dudes?
got more.
Huh?
Tito's got more.
Does she? I don't know.
Oh,
These motherfuckers that burned down Kirla's home.
I know, but, like, that's a lot.
This
That
is personal. This is personal.
Yeah, no.
This
Yeah,
shit is
You
personal.
know what? No, yeah, fuck it, yeah, no. I was sitting there, I was like, this is excessive. But also, it's funny. But also, Jesus fucking Christ. this, like...
Okay.
When you
So-
sit there and you look at just how much fucking damage this fucking...
So, Ublex, to help out with this, because you need to get 32 feet of water, so you guys don't have to leave the warehouse to go get this done. Hideko, she is a storm, a storm elemental, means she has part cloud in her. She's just gonna start forming clouds in your body to form rainwater. So essentially, she's just gonna help you with that. So she's gonna help you. Yeah? What'd you say? Sorry.
I'm getting inflated.
That is fucking crazy. I hate that so much.
Don't worry, I'm a blob for this.
You are blob form. You are blob form. You would need to be bright blob form for this, so you can actually do the whole catapult thing. The slingshot thing, essentially. But yeah, no, you can get rid of this water whenever you want. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you're at a high enough level now to where you don't have to hold on to water and deal with it. I feel like you're at a high enough level to where you can just, if you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You don't have to suffer now. Yeah, so
No.
32 feet of water, you gather all up, and whenever you're all ready, you can put that barrel in, and open the door, and let it fucking rain.
I have gone and clicked the appropriate number of dice.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you might not be able to do that because it's different damage types and they might have resistances.
That is also...
Because I know
mentioned-
a good chunk of that is fire, and there's a tiefling. And if he
Yes.
gets caught in the fire, he's gonna be like, it's not too bad. Oh, that's force.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will do them one at a time.
I do appreciate that. So you guys can slingshot it. You at least know the lizards are going to be in the area where you guys hit, because y'all saw the lizard, at least something over beside him. So you
I really hope it's the TM human.
Dude, can you imagine? You launch this barrel. Go ahead and roll me your damage. And I'm going to say this is probably a dex save at disadvantage, because this is kind of like an ambush.
It's also...
Yeah.
It's technically 40 dex saves, all happening simultaneously.
I mean, I'll be honest, we're just going to roll this one big dex save with a big, DC is what we're going to be doing with that, because I'm not rolling 40 dex saves.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I know.
With disadvantage, that'd be fucking 80, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the fire damage,
Yeah.
that is 227.
Write that down, because I have to figure out the dex saves.
Okay, hold on, I got it. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, okay. I gotta roll.
I just
Okay.
pull up numbers.
Huh?
Just pull up numbers.
What numbers?
It-
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see, okay. And okay. I know my answers. Okay, cool.
So much fucking damage.
This is so personal. Dude,
Alright.
these guys were minding their own business, and this lizard folk is about to get turned to dust.
Okay,
Amazing.
so who's opening the door? There's something else I should ask. Who's kicking open the door?
Probably Loki, and then he's ducking.
Okay.
It's like Loki's probably kicking open the door, and then he's ducking so the slingshot of a fucking slime doesn't accidentally hit him.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I think technically right now Ublex counts as a colossal. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would.
32 feet of water? You kidding
Yeah,
me?
I think you take up you take up a
That's
4x4. Yeah, you take up a 4x4
fucking
right
huge,
now.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's also the 8d6 from the fireball itself.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
so
there's
that's
that too.
another 28.
Yep. Alright, cool. So, here's what happens. You got, Loki, you kick open the door. Ublex, you can't see anything. You see a barrel in your face. You kick open the door, and everybody besides Ublex who sees barrel can see a like muscular lizard folk, a half minotaur, mainly human looking, but he has like the minotaur horns, and a human sitting at a table. As the barrel goes arcing over, and then the fireball gets cast. As you see them snap their necks to look to what open the door, get up, see the barrel come flying over with a fireball chasing it, and you see them try to move out the way as they get engulfed in this explosion. I'll be honest. You see, after this massive explosion, I've run the numbers on the characters. You see the lizard folk standing there, but he looks dead. He just didn't fall.
Wow.
He's scorched to a crisp.
I'm guessing he just didn't get out of the way.
Yeah, no, I'll be real. I think he just, you get the idea. You saw the other two start to move, and you saw him just stand there and, like, accept his fate. Like, nah, I can take it. Oh, I couldn't take it.
I'm built. Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, dude, like, this was gonna be a fun fucking character, and then honestly, I'm all for it. I'm all for this shit. It was gonna be like this big buff guy. He had like shotgun shells, like, and he was a Doomslayer barbarian.
I'm fucking glad we did this.
Yeah, like he had a special mechanic. He could try to tear somebody's limb off. That was a thing. So, y'all could have lost a limb in a fight with him. Not gonna lie, he would have sucked. You see the, like, half-human Minotaur, the head honcho, actually down. As he is also on the floor. But you see the human standing there, on fire, staring daggers. And the tiefling, who's up on the second floor, staring down, like, what the fuck's happening? As the two women of the group are alive. So,
They have images.
yeah, they do. We're gonna send it. So we have Kalita. You can very quickly picture out, this is definitely Kalita. Kalita is just like, she has like a nun's outfit almost. She has like the black nun's hood, black robe. She has a black mask, like the see-through ones that you kind of wear, and like kind of blonde hair that kind of comes down like a little bit past the chin. You don't know how far it goes down on the back end, but bangs go down that far. And these like glowing white eyes and a black tattoo that's like shaped in the star like on her forehead. The other one that you can see, and I'm grabbing her image now for you, is the tiefling. And she's a little bit more of a humanish tiefling compared to some tieflings where they have like the red skin or blue skin or other colored skin. She's more of just like, she probably has a little bit of a shorter lifespan because she's more human than demonic. But she is this like, essentially, black horns that curl back, kind of like whitish skin, black tattoos across her chest and up her neck and a little bit on her face. And then her, like, shoulders and her arms become almost a black scorched color with this black, like, daggered tail and this red, robe. Something that you'd probably see, like, a wizard wear. And then, like, a dark red choker that seems to have, like, the symbols of the sun on it. And then a bunch of red earrings and glowing orange eyes with blonde hair that's put up in a very messy bun behind her. So a lot of the hair still kind of flows out in the process. As these are your two leftover enemies, I guess.
What did the other two look like?
I'll send a picture in the Discord, but I'm not going to bother describing them or actually putting it up onto OBS because there'd be a lot of wasted time.
They're dead.
To be honest. Yeah, they're dead. Like, it doesn't matter. And then I'll get you guys up on the map in a second here.
It's personal. Fuck you. You don't get a fair fight. We cheat here.
I want to mention, by the way, Aether would have been a bastard to fight. He was, I'll let you know right now because it won't matter anymore. He was a glass cannon fighter. So, absurd amount of damage. He was meant to shred the tank. That was his thing. He shredded you worse than what that air cocker ever did. He was a menace when it came to damage. That was his whole thing. So
and you were starting to question if we should actually do that.
Oh, yeah. I know. It was literally just the thing. I was like, I like resources, but also fuck these guys.
Yeah, so the thing is, I'm looking at his inventory just to give you an idea. He had 2 dancing scimitars, so he didn't have to even wield those. And then he had a normal scimitar of speed. Meanwhile, the lizard folk had a hell blunderbuss, to be more specific, with shotgun type. So he could make you roll a con save, or you would catch fire when you were hit by it. So yeah, the human standing there staring at you on fire, you guys can roll a group initiative, so 2 people can roll initiative for your group, and they will be doing the same, because they're like, what the hell is going on? I'm going to grab you guys in your little group here, so I need to grab, let me see, we have, Kirla, where are you? Kirla, there you are, Kirla, Loki, Ublex, Usagi, there you are, you're in the back. I need to grab Asta. I need to grab Miko. I don't have one for the lion because I didn't get time, so I'm gonna put the Knoll, your friendly Knoll, as the temporary lion.
Oh.
So don't worry about your wife being a lion suddenly.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. All right, there you guys.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Actually, no, he had to go probably somewhere up here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, there you are. You know what? Y'all can figure out where you guys want your guys' characters. But there you are. That's like the opening of the door. Oh yeah, actually no, this is fitting because the door in the map is like on the floor. So this is even more fitting because y'all probably kicked the door down. Roll me the group initiatives. I need those. Somebody.
Alright, I'm rolling.
Okay.
I got an 18.
All right.
14. Ugh.
Okay.
That ain't a good
Holy
roll.
crap! They actually got it. They actually get to go first. They have a horrible initiative, by the way. They only have like a +2 to their initiative. They just rolled a natural 19. So you'd see the human actually take initiative as you see her grab a flail from underneath the table, and you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait for the map to.
Oh, is the map not showing? Cool. Awesome. Hold up. We fixed. There you go. The map's
There
showing
we
now.
go.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
As she grabs it, she grabs the flail, and she would look in between everybody and go, all right, that's how it's going to be. Great. Don't know who the lot of you are, but I don't appreciate it. As she's going to, let me double check here, grab circle. Huzzah! Oh, she reaches the entire warehouse. Oh my
shit.
god.
Oh!
Hey, everyone, roll me a deck save. That's an insane spell.
Absolutely.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, this is a spell?
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah, I have advantage!
Yep, you do.
What is the spell? What is the save?
It's
Ooh, I got
dex
a
save.
22.
22.
Okay.
I got a 20.
I have
Okay.
First time I rolled
I
right.
can see.
Okay, you can definitely see this.
But I'm not dexterous. Whoa.
Don't forget Usagi.
Alright, I'm rolling.
13.
Okay. 13. Okay. Also
19!
19. Okay. And then as for, okay, Hideko will fail, Loki will fail,
Yeah.
Asta will fail, and Shin will not fail at all. Okay, cool. So, for everybody else, you can half the damage as you see blades begin to spin throughout the entire warehouse. As they begin.
Oh dear.
Yeah, as these astral, like, razor-sharp blades made of pure magical energy begin going every which way. Every which way. Yeah, every which way, guys. No, every which way.
I mean, it is June.
Yeah, hey, Pride Month. You see, like, some swords are kind of, like, making circular orbit, like, motions, basically going around the same circles over and over. And then other ones are just going in random directions. So it's just really hard to predict where they're going. So, for anybody that failed, they will be taking 28 slashing damage. For anybody that succeeded, you will take half. Yeah, so every time you start your turn in this area, you will have to roll yet another deck save. So do keep that in mind.
Slashing.
Yep. As I'm going to go ahead and put down the damage for them. That is 28 for Hideko, 28 for Asta. Asta's immediately bloodied. And 28 to Shindeo. Alright, cool. Let me. I'm missing Shen's token. Hold up. I'm missing Shen. Everybody.
Also, Ublex needs to get supersized.
Yes. Ublex, wait,
Giant
have you spit out the water? Let me 2, 3.
Nope.
4. All right, you're big. Okay, everybody, she's coming through. I'm gonna be real. Y'all get shoved out of the. Y'all were like in the doorway.
Big man coming through.
Yeah, y'all were like
I
in the
can't-
doorway, and then Ublex slimes their way in and shoves you guys forward. Yeah. So there you go. That is crazy. Yeah, as that is her action, and then with her bonus action, you would see as she would she'd look to you and raise her. She would basically begin to fling her, like, you know, spin her flail and then slam it on the on this like broken and shattered table, as a hand would begin to form, and it will try to reach. Honestly, I'm gonna probably say, like, you know what? No, let's be real. Who did it see kick the door down? That would be Loki. So it's gonna go. The hand's gonna reach for Loki. This like skeleton hand reaching out of the ground as she casts Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me a wisdom save.
I got an 8.
You got this, man.
I got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay. So it won't be doing D8s. It'll be doing D10s because that's how Toll the Dead works. As you're going to take 3d10 necrotic damage. Oh, no, I overclicked. That was 4 d10s. There you go.
It does
Okay.
D12s if I'm missing health, actually.
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was d10s, was it not? No, it is d12s. You're right. So let me reroll that.
I'm
you're right.
shooting myself in the foot, but I
No,
deserve.
you're right.
I'm supposed to be taking the damage.
This is why I should be double checking.
Uh-oh.
All right, so that's 21 necrotic damage as it begins to eat away at your skin.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Fucking bitch, mirror.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, no, that ends her turn, and then comes the tiefling. As the tiefling looks around, and like a confused panic, like, what the hell is going on? As you see her look around and just go, you know what? What comes around goes around. Fireball! And just death save for everybody.
Of course, it's the 2 fucking spellcasters.
Yeah, the 2 spellcasters lived. Okay, again, the 2, Hideko and Asta failed. Shin, again, dodging the flying colors.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I'm not getting out of the way of the damn
Roll
fireball.
that properly, but I got a 22.
Okay. Oh, wait, I need to roll something. Hold up.
I'm so full of water.
I'll be real. Wait, how many dex minuses did you get from that current size? That matters.
2. It's minus
Okay.
2.
Okay, it's not that bad then. Okay, cool.
And I got like +2 charisma.
Yeah!
Minus 2 dex.
Oh, right. I need to roll for Miko.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't roll for Miko as well. So you should have run. I didn't even catch it, but you should have also done that for the blade. So roll me 2 of them. Also, don't forget to update your
Miko.
HP on roll 20 for everybody. I gotta do that for the NPCs too. So,
How much damage was it for the first attack again?
did you take the damage from the blade? From the blade spell?
I think I made the save. so-
Okay.
Okay, I already said the damage. Let me go back. Hold on.
He doesn't take any damage. He's evasive, I think.
Oh yeah, you're evasive. Yeah, so you weren't taking damage if you succeeded. Yeah,
Oh.
you were fine.
Oh, so I
yeah,
fumbled
did-
So-
first attack from the accident. Okay.
Yeah. So what about for the fireball? Did you roll dex save for that yet?
Oh, 1 sec.
Thank you.
So Miko for the blades got a 20.
Miko for the blades got 20. Okay, so he'll take half. So that's 14 slashing damage to Miko.
And then
Oh,
for the
great.
fireball, he got a 15.
Fireball, he
That's
got
a
15.
14.
Okay.
Great, that's a 14 for the fireball. Fuck.
Okay.
The
so yeah, he
fireball
will take
might
full
hit
damage.
me.
Yeah, I will let you know. Her DC is a 16, so anyone that rolled underneath a 16 will be failing.
Oh, great.
Okay.
How much?
So I'm about to. roll
I
this damage
fucking
here.
met it! Yeah!
I'm so
Yeah.
dead.
We're about to find out. Oh wait, no, I misread. Different sheet. DC 19.
Never
Well, that won't
mind, I
help me.
failed.
All right.
Oh no!
That won't
Yeah.
help me.
Yeah, okay, so it's a 47 fire damage. 6th level, so...
Ow.
Oh my god.
Yep. As... Alright, Oscar goes down.
The fuck, man!
As she gets hit by a blade, and then the fireball just sends her down. She goes unconscious.
Can I stabilize?
You can stabilize on your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that is really unlucky. She
Fucking asshole! I'm not bringing my wives anywhere anymore.
She does have a lot of ability. It's just that she's brittle. She's like a glass cannon. She can do a lot of damage. She can heal a lot. She just needs to be protected. That's the problem.
Not
if she's
bringing
in
my
line of
fucking-
sight, yeah.
I'm not bringing my fucking wives anywhere anymore, man.
Oh man, that's fair. That's fair. I was trying to okay.
Bullshit.
Oh jeez. Legit, Ostra's been unlucky every single time. She's been.
I'm
brought
not
to a
bringing
fight.
her anywhere.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Okay, so that's 41 damage. I need to check on the others. How are the others doing? It will start into y'all's turns, by the way. Okay, Hideko is now bloodied, and Shindeo is now crippled.
Oh my god.
Those two attacks
And-
hurt. Those were both 6th level, to be fair.
Can
but
I
yeah.
go first?
I go for it. You never go first, so sure.
I'm gonna cast Edward's Black Tentacles right here in this 20-foot square.
Oh, Edward Freaky. Okay.
Edward's freaky, yeah. So what happens is that that's not supposed to happen. So I clicked the wrong thing.
You're good,
So
you're good.
basically they'll have to try to free themselves every single turn once they're in
Okay.
here, and they'll have to make a dex save.
So she's
And
gotta
the
make-
save right now would be 20.
Okay, save would be 20. Let's see. Myth, let's see how you do. The deck save. She got a 16, so she is going to fail that.
They will have to make the save roll every turn.
Okay, and she takes an additional 13 bludgeoning damage in the process, correct?
Yeah, she'll take that much, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, she takes 13 bludgeoning damage as these tentacles wrap around her and begin to, basically crush her limbs. Alright. That is there anything else you wish to do? Because that is, your action. You still have your bonus action.
My bonus action. I wonder if I can use this one spell bonus action. Let me check. Real quick. Tuning it, Mulder. Where is it?
Who knows? I know I
Cure
know.
wounds.
Do you have cure wounds?
Yeah, because of my tome, but I can only use once.
Yeah, that I remember. Yeah, that does have a.
Would
yeah.
that be a bone? That's not a bonus action, so I can't do that.
That would not be. I hate to say it.
It's okay.
Oh, if only I had one more level. Fuck.
It's okay, guys. I'm gonna pull this girl back with my this one right here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use Eldritch Blast to try to pull her back.
That's a
All right.
square.
Now remember,
It's a
you
square.
do have her constricted by the tentacles, so you'd have to either disable your tentacles so she can be pulled, or you would need to you just wouldn't be able to budge her because the tentacles are going to be holding her in place.
That's true. That's true.
So do keep that in mind. If
I
you want
will
to try
not.
And okay.
Dude, let's see what I can do.
Hey, you got options. You got options. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's hit the gritty.
What's this? The gritty. I'm just gonna vanilla Eldritch Blast her.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So you open your mouth and you just out like a beam, just blast them.
Okay, so that'll be because of the charisma. It'll be 1d20 plus 9 plus. Fuck, I can't count.
You got this, I
Okay,
believe
it's
in you. You said
11.
you had a +2 from that, yes.
To hit. This is 19 hit.
You're aiming for the tiefling, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is going to hit.
1d10 plus 11 damage.
Heck yeah. Alright, 11 force damage as you blast him. You still have a second shot, if I remember correctly, because you get to shoot twice at your current level, so.
Yep. Does 15 hit?
15 does hit, yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh
As
my
you're
God.
just blasting her with holes right now.
9.
Alright, that's an additional 9 force damage. As she's getting
End of my
absolutely decimated by your other's blast. She's near bloodied, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a sorceress. She's not gonna be, tanky, so. Alright, who's going next?
And both of these people are my tentacles, by the way.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm going to.
Oh, both of them. Okay, so I need to roll that for the cleric too. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Human. She failed as well, so she's also stuck in it. She'll take that 13 bludgeoning damage from before. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway.
Good.
Hell yeah. Okay.
All right.
So, look, he's gonna burn both of his attack actions
Okay.
Sure.
as he's going to attack TM.
Yeah.
Asta and Miko with healing strings.
That is fair. That is fair. Yeah, he has healing strings. That's the thing he can do.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so Asta gains 54 health and Miko gains 55.
Okay. Okay, so Asta's back to yeah, so she'll come back to the life here.
It's the most you die on my command, get the fuck up.
Yeah. She'll be spending her turn basically getting back up, but
Yeah.
next turn she'll be able to enter combat again.
Yeah.
She's just kind of looking around like, oh my god, what happened type of look.
Yeah, that's fair. As Loki is going to. Will D&D Beyond behave? You fuck.
Who knows? Will it?
And it won't because it's fucking stupid. Where is that square of death that I can't enter?
What do
Where?
you mean?
That's a good question.
Like this. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
This is the square of death I can't enter because the Eldar's tentacles will attack allies. It doesn't care, if I remember right. As is with most AoE spells, they do not care who you are.
Where's the square of the blades?
Oh, that's
Uh,
everywhere. It's a 90-foot thing, so it literally reaches the entire warehouse. I double
Is
checked.
that I feel like that should have like a smaller AoE it affects. That feels like the range you can place
No,
it.
I double checked. It's literally a 90-foot sphere.
That's crazy. All right.
It comes from center point of the caster, so yeah.
Okay, so that's probably a concentration,
It is.
if I had to guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna action surge and beat the shit out of her.
Okay. See what you get.
But because I can't roll, we're probably gonna miss most of these.
We'll find out.
Yeah, so that's a 18.
That'll hit.
Oh, okay. 25.
Okay.
Right, no, these are not the tanky people, these are the spellcasters.
Yeah. You're also hitting somebody who doesn't have armor on right now.
Oh, okay. Then that's hitting. That's 30. I don't know. It looks like a cleric, and clerics can have armor. It's weird. I don't ever know.
It's a cleric, I can tell you that.
Yeah. And then that is a 21 to hit.
Those are all gonna hit, yes.
Yay. Fucking lose concentration, bitch.
She will roll. She rolls with
Fucking
advantage
yes.
the whole concentration, so.
Get smacked 4 times.
Okay. She will barely lose it on the final strike. She lost it by like 1 deficit.
Ooh.
To let you know,
Alright,
she
cool.
has to literally get a nat 1 in order to lose concentration. because of her modifier.
That checks.
So yeah.
Yeah. So she takes 93, I think, or 94 slashing damage as Loki's chains start like essentially slashing into her.
Okay. She is in bloody.
Yeah, as he's just essentially reaching out, like it's just the very ends of the chains that's smacking her because she's just barely within reach.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Is there anything else you're going to do?
No, that's it. That's all I can do. As my bonus action is raging. So,
All right.
yeah.
Next up, who's going?
Me.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to. Right. I'm gonna hide behind this thing.
Behind the wagon? Okay.
Yeah. Activate cloak fruit
Okay.
and attempt to blast. Can I possibly blast this person with the arrow? With
Who
an arrow?
did you... Was it the tiefling you pinged?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can try. It will be a disadvantage because she does have a height thing going on right now. She is on the, an advantaged height point. So it would be at a disadvantage because you're shooting up.
In that case, I should just do her because I want to make sure my attack hits.
Okay, yeah. Aim for the human. I got you.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Eye of the Hawk. Come on, baby. Second. And let's activate the Arrow of the Sun as a special.
Okay.
It's not a bonus action, it says.
It is not. It is a special. That is correct.
So I shall activate Arrow of the Sun in this attack. Let's
Mhm.
see if this hits.
Okay.
That's 19.
19. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So this is the piercing damage
Okay.
being 18.
18. Okay.
And for the fire damage, it's 3d4.
Okay.
So let me just roll that. Five. More
5.
fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, I did. Forgot to roll stealth for sneak attack. Oh well. Oh, too late now.
Yep.
Oh well. I'll roll that next turn. Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, with that being your turn, Kirla, do you want to go? Kirla.
This bitch here. Hang on.
Who?
I...
Human or tiefling? Your ping is not working.
That one.
Okay, cool. The human. Okay. Yeah, you can go for the human.
She needs to make a con save.
Okay. Let's see.
DC 19.
She got a natural 19. That is what the hell. Why'd you roll well against the one person that is actually here for a reason?
It's fine. They still take half damage.
Okay, cool.
So 10 thunder.
10 thunder. Okay. All right.
And
I'm guessing that was shatter.
yes.
Okay, gotcha. It is good for me to know so I can actually say what's kind of going on here. Because, right now, I'm going to be honest, it's a mixture of you have shatter going off, you have chains being, slashed across this lady, and then an arrow getting plunged into her shoulder. That's kind of what's happening here right now.
And I'm gonna save my bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, so with that, she would at least enter crippled. So next up would be, I'm gonna be honest. You can probably go. Do you want to go ahead and do Miko and your lion, or do you want them to stay off to the side because there is an AOE thing that will be in the way?
I'm gonna have both of them stay off to the side because with that first bit, Miko was knocked down to 0, and the only reason he's still standing is because of Loki.
That is fair.
And I realized I forgot to roll Kailu's, but regardless, Kailu would have been dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That is actually something. Honestly, it's honestly too far at this point to even roll for it, so we're just gonna roll with it.
Kailu has 26 health.
Yeah, it's the lion.
well,
Lions don't actually
Yeah,
in
so-
base D&D. Animals normally don't get that much HP, if we're being honest. The dire wolf, it's that
Yes.
thing of the homebrew wolf. Has a lot more HP because it's Acrid's homebrew stuff. His stuff typically has more HP. So, yeah.
And even then, it doesn't have that much because it's supposed to be a pack animal.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, like the average, like just everyday wolf in D&D has 12 HP, which does make sense because base D&D, it makes sense with how they run their game. So, but yeah. Okay, cool. So if that is going to be it, then they will probably go off to the side, and next up would be Shin's turn. Because Asta won't be able to go because she has to spend a turn basically waking back up after being knocked out. Shin is going to look at the AoE effect and realize he doesn't have any form of range. So instead, he is going to rush over to the nearest chair, grab it, and hurl it. So he is going to roll a strength, I guess an athletics check to try and hurl a crate at this person.
Chair.
Yeah, okay, weird enough he actually rolled well. So that's gonna be a 22 to hit, so that actually will roll. So this little chair right here, this one that's like right to the left of him, he grabs it. It's like wider than him, honestly. So he kind of just tries to bear hug it, and then just spins it and then lets go and sends it flying as it comes crashing over, like basically going over the table, over the dead body, past Loki's eyesight, and then slamming into this cleric's poor fucking head.
nice.
Shit and die.
We'll call that an unarmed strike, I guess.
Oh,
It's an improvised weapon, so it would work.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 12 bludgeoning to this lady. He has one more attack, so he's gonna run over to the bench behind Loki and throw that. Again, another natural 19 from Shin. So she's getting hit with a bench now. 9 bludgeoning. So she takes a total of 21 bludgeoning because Shin said, fuck it, we ball, and started throwing furniture. And he'll use his bonus action because he's a monk. He can unarmed strike, grabs the barrel, and chucks it. The barrel near the table. Buddy, there's no way. Okay, yeah, no, this one misses. The third barrel, she despite being stuck in tentacles, she moves her head out of the way so it doesn't clock her in the side of the head again.
Shin, how do you have so much movement?
He has a lot of movement. It's fucking ridiculous.
Can he still move?
That's all of his movement, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, thank God.
How do you make it so that it can...
I don't know how they do that. And then
Right click.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right click. That's cool. And then you see Hideko. All right, buddy. I'm gonna double check. God, right. You're also a melee. Do you have range? Let me check. You do actually. Just very light because you're an artificer. You're like a multi-class artificer fighter. She's going to bonus action cast better green flame blade on Loki. And then she is going to rush up. Actually, well, she's right here. She's got to go around the wagon. So that's going to be 5, 10 of her movement, and then 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So she just gives you better green flame bait. She's going to have to earn her turn there, because she can't do anything else. Action-wise, actually, you know what, action-wise? Yeah, no, she doesn't, all of her, no, okay, she has one. Alright, she does Arcan's Bolt. They literally can't dodge it. There's no dex or attack to roll. They just take a d4 of lightning, from my understanding.
It's like magic missile. It does like, I think it fires like a couple bolts. It does fire multiple.
I am reading this. Yeah, it has to be at higher levels for it to shoot more.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so she only has first level, because she's only level 4 Artificer, and then it's a level 8 fighter. So, yeah, so she would only get a d4 of lightning as it should arc out 2 lightning damage out of her fingertips. And that will end her turn. This lady's looking pretty bad. She's pretty crippled. She has to roll, I think, another dex save, you said, right? Oobleck? For the tentacles? Above?
Yes.
Okay. Dex save. She got a 19. Does that beat the DC?
It's a 20.
Okay, so she will fail. What about the sorceress? She will also fail. She got an 18. So they are both going to stay restrained, and they will be taking... Go and roll your more bludgeoning damage again, because they take bludgeoning damage every time, I'm pretty sure. So go and roll your bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's roll.
You might actually kill
11.
her with this. No, okay. She's still alive.
Oh my gosh.
Just die already. No one likes you.
Dude, what the hell? Okay, so because she's restrained, she can't swing her flail or move away. So weirdly enough, one of her other big gimmicks she can't even do right now. Cause, yeah, I know she's gonna die next turn, so it's not gonna matter. It's just a final fucking stand for her. I'm gonna let you know right now. She is she's the cleric of flagellant. She's a flagellant cleric. That was her thing. That's why she's so tanky.
Yeah, she's also like would heal people at range and just be annoying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest, when she entered this fight after the barrel, she had 183 health left.
Oh my god.
She was tankier than the barbarian. You know what? Let's go out with a bang.
Hello?
She's going to reach underneath her cloak. And she's...
Bomb, ain't it?
Uh-huh. As she pulls out a very safely procured explosive. How she kept it from blowing up and all that, that's for you to figure out. There is a reason why, and I will not be explaining it, but there is a reason.
I have a couple of theories.
That is fair. She would, with her only ability to do so, because she can't reach you with the flail, she is going to light the bomb and chuck it behind Loki to hit where would have been the bench, so she can at least get Hideko, Shindo, and Loki to roll a dex save.
Can I try
Can
to
I
smack
intercept?
it back?
At 40-foot limb range.
What the fuck?
Remember
Yeah,
remember
sure.
the size scales? I can try to grab it.
Yeah,
Just place your hand on top of it.
Don't,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
blow up your hands.
I'm made of water.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Intercept the dynamite.
Why? Don't intercept the dynamite.
I'm
I'm gonna explode my hand.
Fine.
Dude, I believe in you. I believe in you. God damn.
So, or do I use goo gun and shoot it away? No, I can't.
Oh?
I don't think I could.
Why can't you use goo gun?
I've never done such things before.
You can shoot a goo gun to try and knock it away if that's what you want to do. Try and shoot it midair.
Try it.
Would
Try
I use that? Would I use that as a reaction? Would I
Normally
be
no,
able to?
but you know what? You said it. I'm
Are you
fucking
sure?
alive. Yeah, go for it.
Are
Fuck
you
it.
sure?
Yeah, it's a thrown
Oh my
item.
God.
Sure, fuck it. You can blast your glob at this thing. That is a horrible phrasing.
This is a goo slingshot.
Yeah, goo slingshot. Yeah, sure. Launch some goo at this thing. See if you can, you do lose some, some mass from doing that, if I remember correctly. But 100%, you can shoot a chunk of yourself at this dynamite to try and, I guess, just suppress it. So what you would do is, like, essentially, if you hit the dynamite, I've given it a DC in mind, you can just roll, I guess, whatever your spell casting attack roll is. You can roll that plus with it. That'll be whether or not
Spell
you hit.
casting attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And if you hit it, it will cover the dynamite and basically stick it to however far ends up
That's a
pushing the dynamite away.
27.
Okay. 27. Okay, cool. You hit this dynamite, you send it flying, and with that angle. So you shoot it, it launches, it goes flying past the cleric, covered in just a blob of slime water, hits the ground, sticks behind her like 10 feet away from her, and then you hear it just sizzle out because the water puts out the fire.
She probably just fucking hates me at this point. She's fuck this guy in particular.
Yeah, no, she's definitely looking at you like you fucking deserve to die. Dude, okay, right.
Not even a counter spell, it's just a counter gun.
Yeah. You know what? Out of pettiness, roll a con save.
A con save!
Con save.
Oh, it's a 19!
19. Okay, so you beat her DC. So you feel like as if something starts to well up in your ears, but it doesn't happen. You're able to suppress it. You feel like as if she would have make you deaf for a turn.
I
Oh,
would be able to hear Shindeo's beautiful voice.
yeah, I know. It's sad. For 6 seconds, you couldn't hear him chucking furniture at people, and him grunting as he goes.
I love those grunts.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. She has 2 attacks a turn as this type of cleric, but a spell takes a full action. That was her bonus action. And technically she only has one other attack because she used one of her attacks to throw the dynamite. She can't swing her flail at you. So, weirdly enough, there's only one other option for her. She is going to, still holding her flail, throw it at Loki.
Oh my god!
I'm just picturing this like hand.
Not funny, Loki, get out of the way.
Not 20 to throw the
Are
flail.
you shitting me?
Nope.
Oh no.
So the corpse slayer flail.
Of course, it's a corpse slayer.
Yeah, because she went to an undead, monster city. She's like, yeah, no, a corpse slayer would make sense. Because there's a lot of undead protection.
Mother. God damn.
Man.
At least it's gonna be halved. It's fine. At least I'm
Yeah.
gonna take normal damage. I'm raging.
Yeah, so you'll take an additional D8 of damage from this strike because you're an undead, and then you'll have you'll have disadvantage on saving throws on your next turn. Basically, as soon as you're hit.
Okay.
So until the next their turn, which I doubt sorcerers will live. So just yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I do think I also am supposed to roll a con save from getting hit by her flail specifically. Because I think they have a special feature that triggers if they hit someone with a flail.
I'm double checking and I'm not seeing a con save for this. I'm not seeing. Are you seeing it from the class?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm checking. I'm still not seeing it. So she might not be enough level or something. I don't know.
No, it's
Whip of flail,
It's
transgression, suffering die. This might be what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Con save. Yeah, roll me con save. You're right. It's not gonna really matter, but go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still there.
Yeah.
Fucking 20.
Alright, so you beat her DC, so nothing happens. Okay, so anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, so you're gonna take you take 6 bludgeoning and then an additional 3 bludgeoning. The ball spiked part of the flail hits you in the face, and then the handle hits you in the chin. And then it falls to the ground, embedding itself inside the table. That's her turn. And then there's a sorceress who's looking around like, this is bad. Okay. My friend's about to die, 2 of them are dead, and I'm sitting in the far back on the 2nd story with nowhere to run. Huh.
Ooh. Oh.
Slight problem. And we do have a problem, Dallas. I hate to say it. Fireball!
Oh my god, I'm going to kill this bitch.
I'm going to roll. Let me see. How big is this? She's going to be aiming for the people that are the closest to her. Because obviously that is a threat to her. She's probably going to be aiming to, around here. Miko will be out of the way. The line will be out of the way. I haven't moved the line circuit, but she would be out of the way because Miko asked. But that'll hit. So, people that need to roll dex saves. Kirla, Usagi, Hideko, Shindale, and Loki. Ublex, you are barely out of the way. That explosion is lightly making your skin bubble.
Oh great!
I'm so full of water.
So full of water. You're boiling water right now.
Just spit out the water like a fire hydrant. 32 feet of water, by the way.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That was almost really bad.
Oh god. Okay, what'd you get?
I got a 15.
15. Okay.
I almost got an at 1.
Ooh.
I got a 23. Natural 19, motherfuckers.
Okay. And what about you?
But I'm resistant to fire, so I take half damage anyway.
Yeah. So you'll only be taking half damage then, because her DC's a 19. What'd you get, Yusaki?
What save was it?
Fuck.
Dex save.
Okay.
That was almost really fucking bad.
Come on, give me a good roll, please.
The one time I roll with the D&D Beyond advantage
Yeah.
and roll properly, the only thing that prevents me from getting a nat 1 is the other dice being
I
right
got
fucking
21.
there.
21. Okay, so you succeed, so you take no damage because you have evasion. But also, that's good. Okay, so for everybody else, for people that have to take full damage, everybody that fails, so anybody that rolled under a 19, they will be taking 43 fire damage. Fireball. Otherwise, if you succeeded, you can half it. Kirla, you failed, but you have the halving naturally because of resistance, so you can half 43.
So I take 22.
Yep. So Kiriko, she did Did you succeed? Let me double check. Did you succeed?
Hideko, did you succeed? Hideko got a 22.
Yeah, she succeeds. Otherwise, she would have gone down. Perfect. Okay. She is crippled. And Shen succeeded, so he takes half. And he's barely alive with 2 HP. He stands there.
Oh my god.
He looks pissed.
So I have a way to kill at least one of them.
Okay, cool. Bonus action. As she looks around and goes, alright, bonus action, I can do something. Right, I should do something. Quicken spell.
Oh, I swear to
Casting
God.
time. 5th level. Looks
come
at
on.
Guess what she's
swear.
about to do.
This is bullshit.
I'm about
Fire.
to
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so she's casting a fireball, ain't she?
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay,
asshole,
so-
enough of those!
Same people rolling deck saves.
Alright, I'm gonna intercept
Oh, okay.
oh, this is gonna hurt. As Loki's arms turn it as 2 string arms come off of his back and shove Shin and Hideko out of the way. As he's intercepting for both of them.
Alright, so
Do
I'm gonna be
roll-
honest.
do I roll
You
dex?
don't make a deck save then.
Yeah.
Do I still need to roll dex?
Yeah, no,
Oh
I'm
no,
just
everybody else is. It's just he auto fails because he is intercepting like this.
Yeah, Loki. It's also I know some people are like, why is Loki
28.
taking 2 reactions?
Because I can take 2 interceptions. Fuck you.
Yep.
28, baby.
28.
That's
Okay.
literally one of my mechanics.
Yep. Okay, so Usagi, you take no damage. Again, you keep
22!
rolling out of the way. 22, you will take half damage. The other 2, you see as Shin and Hideko have like ones like go around their waist, and like throw them to the side. As Loki tanks 3 times the damage he should have taken. As he is going to take, what would have been 33 is going to be 99 fire damage.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
As Loki stands there.
You know?
Yeah. I am nearly bloodied. I am not. My body is singed.
That is valid. Yeah, you are there. You are singed to a crisp. You look like a fish fillet right now.
Oh my
It is now
God.
everybody else's turn though.
Okay.
Can I go?
You can go.
I
What's that
said-
lobby?
What?
So you know Cure Wounds is
Fucking
touch, right?
fireballs.
Yes. Wait.
I can move my limbs 50 feet.
Oh, thank God.
Okay,
Dude,
how are you
the
playing?
most-
Yeah. How are
I'm
you
gonna
playing-
heal Shindeo.
Okay, how are you applying it? I'm curious. Like, what do you do when you just like pat him in the back?
I
and
am
he's like-
stretching my arm
Okay.
40 feet, and I am patting him at the top of his head
Heck
as I
yeah.
cast Cure Wounds 5th level.
Okay.
I'm just imagining this like 5 foot across appendage just stretching.
I'm just picturing like going up and down, around, through things. Like it's just fucking.
Oh yeah.
It's just like if you didn't know that thing was there to help you, it's like what the fuck is that?
Yeah. It's such a goofy thing too. Because you're shifting
Oh wait,
your
I did the
mass
wrong
to
mod.
do the
I did the
stretch.
wrong
Yeah.
modifier. Hold on.
Oh,
Roll. Don't count that one.
God. Okay.
I did the wrong modifier.
That's fair. Okay, 32.
Okay.
Alright,
How
cool.
the fuck was it more?
Don't worry about that.
Don't question it!
Alright, cool, awesome. So he goes from 2 HP to 34 HP as you heal him.
And I'm gonna hit the girlie in the back with a few Eldritch blasts.
Alright, well, I'll have you know she's looking towards you, but understood. And also, since she is restrained, you do get advantage on your to hit. I haven't had to tell you guys
Yes!
they have advantage because everybody's hit their attacks, so. Yeah.
Gulp. 1d20 plus 11
Mhm.
with
Why do you have to be in the way?
advantage. Okay, does a 30 hit this woman?
Okay, so I'm gonna double check her AC real quick. No.
Aw, man.
Why the
Sorry.
fuck?
Sorry, this is golf rules suddenly. It does not beat her 14, so.
Aw, man.
Oh wait, I heard roll under it. You have to get under the AC.
Yeah.
Sorcerers are near impossible to hit now.
Yeah, you have to roll underneath. That's why
You
they
want
always say
negative
level 1s to fight
modifiers.
high base. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. You can roll. I guess for the fun of it, I'll jokingly let you roll damage. Just know it's not hitting.
Okay. Just a little joke. It's 15.
Yeah, you know how it is. We love our
15
bits here,
damage.
guys. 15 damage. Okay, so theoretically, if she took 15 damage, she would have become crippled. But instead,
Okay, and theoretically,
Yeah,
what if
yeah.
I rolled another?
well, theoretically, that would also miss. But she'll pretend
Yeah,
to take the hit for you,
theoretically,
you
what if
know?
it was 14 damage?
Yeah, theoretically, she's pretty close to being dead right now. But
Can I
like,
kill them
theoretically,
both?
yeah. Yeah.
Theoretically, what if you were to kill them both?
Yeah, theoretically,
Hypothetically
wouldn't it be crazy,
speaking.
like, if she killed them both?
Yeah, that would be pretty nuts, man.
That'd be
Hey,
crazy.
Loki, can you move like 5 feet to the left?
You hear Hideko, go to you, Loki. Do the hokey pokey! Okay, move to the left one time. Move right to one time.
Okay, they're both within range and there's
Okay.
nobody else in the way. They both need to make a DC 19 dex save.
Okay.
They have disadvantage from being restrained.
Yep. Okay. So, I'm gonna let you know. What was that DC again?
19.
Yeah, it's the cleric's failing. What the fuck? Okay, hold up. Wait, no, disadvantage. She would. Okay, the sorceress actually would have gotten out of the way, but the disadvantage stopped her. Because she rolled a nat 19, and then I was like, alright, hold up. Nat 12, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So they'll both get hit.
Right. So surprisingly, they both take the same amount of damage.
What are you casting? I want to know.
Lightning bolt.
Okay.
It is a 100-foot beam.
Okay, so does this like bounce off of one going to the other? Is that how that works? I haven't used lightning bolt.
No, I saved my bonus action from last turn. I'm combining them and
I
using...
see what you're doing. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. No, you're right. You are correct on that. Yeah.
So, they both get hit with separate lightning bolts. They both take 28 damage.
Okay, yeah, so they both die. So you see their exoskeletons, their skeletons, like shine as they get shocked by the lightning bolt. As like you can see, like you feel like if you could have seen a heart, you probably would have seen it pop. And then you see their eyes just go down as they basically just, their head fall, go lifeless, and the only thing keeping them standing up is the fucking tentacles. As you kill the fucking people that killed your parents. Yeah!
Kirla,
Yeah.
just very quietly. That was for my family, you fuckers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Woo!
Now to deal with Vamaya.
Now to deal with who's that?
The shithead who orchestrated the whole thing.
On my way, I'll see ya. She starts
No,
heading
you're
that
not
way.
leaving.
What? Why?
Because if you leave,
Yeah.
you're going to end up indebted again. Besides, I know where he's going to be.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so...
Yeah, you can't escape us this time, bitch.
Alright.
Just.
So I guess you want help with that, right?
Oh boy.
It would be appreciated
Okay.
if you can step away from gambling long enough.
That hard ask. I'll think about it.
We're going to a highly elite noble party.
Can I gamble after?
If we live.
If we live and kill Vamaya.
Okay. Where do I sleep?
Boat.
No,
can
duh,
sleep in
but
one of
like...
the
You just.
We have enough rooms. You can have your own.
Damn, so no bed bunks?
Or you can sleep on the floor in my quarters.
Yay.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
just
God.
love the idea. I just love the fact Loki sat there and went, boat. Like, where do I sleep? Boat. Well, no shit.
Yeah, no
Obviously.
You asked a stupid question, get a stupid answer.
She's asking for what room?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess Hideko technically joins the crew. Yeah, she actually didn't really get a show.
This is not letting her go back into debt.
Yeah, no.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
no,
that's
really.
fine.
We're not paying for her ass out of debt again.
Damn. Nah,
Hideko is on a very short leash.
So I'll let you know right now, she's actually kind of tanky. She has 132 HP. She has resistance to thunder, immunity to lightning, vulnerability to cold because of her elemental type. She has first level spell slots, but nothing higher than that. Because she's a level 8 fighter, like I said before, level 4 artificer. And her main way of fighting is that she quote-unquote dual wields. She swings her katana and then punches with her steam press gauntlet. AKA her metallic fist. Because her entire, like, you know, as you can see, she has a lot of metal on her body. That entire left arm is completely metal, so she can cause it to overheat and then beat the shit out of somebody with it. So,
My
yeah.
character's best friend, everybody.
Yep.
Very nice.
The reason why she is your best friend, because I don't think we ever delved into this. She was like a childhood friend. So she kind of grew up underneath your family, because technically her parents worked for your family. And then she kind of just hung out with you a lot. So,
Yep.
yeah. And then like when your family was like, hey, well we can take your like daughter up to be a bouncer because she's really good at fighting because she kept getting into fights. She was like, nuh-uh. And then set sail, and then you start getting letters about her getting in debt. So ever since she was 17, she's been getting herself in debt. Let that sink in.
13 years, and Kirla finally has a way to get her under control.
Yup.
She's gonna fucking take it.
Dude, listen, you do what you can. Oh, man. I want to mention, by the way, the lizard folk, he's still standing there dead. He has not fallen
Give me your
over.
shotgun.
Right.
All right.
Can we knock him over, please?
Give me your stuff.
Sure,
You
roll me a
take the
strength save.
You take the honor. You take the honors, Kirla.
Yeah, you can grab a shotgun, by the way. But yeah, you can take the honors of knocking him over. Sure, roll me a strength save.
She just looks at Kailu and Kailu, clean him up.
Just walk over. He is like being obscenely lazy. He's also annoyed that he's singed. Walks up, looks at him. Roll me a strength save for the lion.
Lion. How you? Oh
I'm
god.
gonna be honest. If it's not higher than a +4, give it a +4. It's a fucking lion.
Strength is +3.
Apparently the lion.
plus
Yeah.
the modifier of proficiency, so that is +7.
Okay.
So that is a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you see Kailu smack him in the rib. And you see like it tear out a chunk of flesh. And the body kind of like wobble. But it's somehow staying standing.
I.
By the way, you had that shotgun, right?
Yeah.
Pry it out of his hands.
Alright,
Oh my god. Okay.
Miko's doing it this time. That is...
Excellent.
20.
20, okay. You have to literally snap his fingers off of his dead body to grab this gun. Like, you're like, I'm gonna pry it open. It's not, let the fuck go. God damn.
Miko,
Yeah. but-
in all of his adorable, fluffy rage, takes a leap at this guy's throat and with a 27 in strength.
Okay, cool. 27 in strength. You see Miko throw his body onto the lizard folk, and you see for a bit there, it stays standing. And then it slowly, surely, begins to lean back. And then the torso snaps, so now the legs are just kind of there.
Is he fused?
See what?
Is he fused to the floor?
I'm glad you picked up on it. Yes, he is.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
The explosion was good enough and powerful enough to fuse his fucking feet to the ground.
Oh my god!
Ugh.
So you might want to check that shotgun to see if it actually works or if the metal is welded to itself.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah. Okay, great. Guess what? This is actually a shotgun that Loki can actually wield. Because it is a recolored mall. On D&D Beyond. You're welcome. Because I looked at the original damage of the, of what they had for this type of gun, and I was like, that's weak. Nuh-uh. So I recolored them all and called it good. Yeah.
Okay.
So, go ahead and
What
try to
is it?
fire it. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if this thing's still working.
Which mall is it?
To be specific, I gave it, technically, let me double check here, actually. Let me double check. I don't want to tell you wrong. Hold up. Because I already had his sheet closed. Because when they died, I was like, I probably don't need their sheets. And I forgot the fact that Yo would probably want to loot them, which makes sense. Let me check. But I didn't remember it was a mall. It does say mall. I think it was just a +3 mall. Yeah, it was just a +3 mall. But I added some extra damage to it. So, essentially, if you shoot someone, by the way, it does work. You shoot a slug. Essentially when you shoot with this hell blunderbuss is what it's called. When they are hit, they have to roll a con save. If they fail the DC, which is like a DC 17, they catch fire and they take an additional 2d6 fire damage. So at maximum, you could do like, that's 24 damage to, 12 piercing, 12 fire, and then you add in your strength from like a shot of this thing. So you have a hell blunderbuss now. Congratulations.
Hell
Yeah. But yeah, you have the blunderbuss. If you wanted to loot the rest of the bodies, let me know. This guy really didn't have anything on him except the blunderbuss and ammo. So you can get like 15 slugs from this guy.
Cool, I'll take the slugs because I'm gonna need them.
You will need them, yes.
Can I loot this tiefling?
Sure. Unless the Lindry wants, dibs, it is like, her people,
You
but,
can have
yeah.
you can have first dibs.
Lindry?
I'm just gonna check and see if they've got any coins so I can try to recoup what we lost because of Hideko.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say you probably go to aid, sir, while he goes to the tiefling then. So we'll hit up the tiefling, then we'll hit up the aid, sir. So tiefling, aka Myth, she had on her a stick of dynamite. In case things got dire.
How did this not detonate?
She wasn't near the blast.
Yeah, she wasn't in the blast. She was out of the way of it.
Got it.
She was like 5 feet away from it. It was a pretty good blast radius because of all the extra explosives in there. So she was barely out of the way. She also had cover technically too, because she was like a floor above. So besides the piece of dynamite that this poor gal had, she had an amulet of vitamin D, which gives extra HP when attuned. Which you're out of attunement slots, but there's also an attunement slot +2 on her that you can attune, and that'll give you 2 extra attunement slots if you wear it.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Got it! No!
Oh man. And then lastly, she has some type of collar. That choker is almost like a collar of sorts.
I'm gonna roll Arcana on it.
Yeah, roll that Arcana.
That's a 24. What the hell is it?
It's a collar of backseat cop.
No. No, fuck you. Really? That thing again?
Yeah.
Not another one.
Keep coming back, baby.
I have one. I have found one.
You guys
What
also
the fuck
bought
are we
one
gonna do
way-
with that?
He also bought one for like Nekomata way back. Like this has been like a Rick.
I didn't know what it did.
Granted, it wouldn't have done anything to her because she was a tabaxi already, so.
Yeah, the good thing I didn't put it on.
Yeah, dude, I was really hoping you would, I won't lie.
I would have called foul.
Dude. Because the great thing
I
about
do
that
not-
thing is when you attune it, you can't take it off because it's a curse.
I do not approve of changing my character's race without my consent.
That is
Anyway.
valid. Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
be honest. She's gonna pick up the collar, walk over to Asta, and go here.
Yeah,
Fair,
well,
fair.
Austin would like it,
It's not gonna do anything.
but it's
Why not?
It's like a dark red choker looking like to have a collar. She's fine with it. That's like basically just an accessory she can wear without any problems, so.
Yeah, Kirla just walks up to her and just, you're the only one this isn't going to affect.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Besides, I think it'll look good on you.
Thank you. By the way, she had on her specifically 71 rupees.
Okay.
why
Yeah.
71.
It's just the amount she got. I rolled. Not really any reason in specific. I can remove 2 if you want, so it's a funny number, but like that's really all I can give you.
No!
Okay, cool. So, meanwhile, Yuzaki, you're checking aid, sir.
Uh-huh.
So, on Aether, I'm grabbing his sheet right now. With Aether, you would see that he has on him,
What's it do?
this is the half Minotaur.
Alright.
Um,
Okay.
He has 2 dancing scimitars and a scimitar speed on him.
Minotaur speed?
Minotaur? No,
Scimitar of
Oh.
speed.
Oh, I fucking
Yeah.
misheard. Well, this is pretty useless to me considering I already have a really cool sword. But
Yeah.
I suppose it never hurts
I mean-
to have another cool sword.
Yeah. Dancing.
I'm not sure if I'll use it, but
dancing
that's my
swords.
shit anyway.
That's fair. Dancing swords, you literally just use the bonus action to throw them up, and they just attack for you, so you don't have to, like, waste an attack action to attack with them. They just attack for you once you put them in
Okay,
action.
well, let
So-
me add...
Yeah.
What's
If
it called?
Dancing scimitar. There's 2 of those.
Alright, one sec.
Those are the ones that you could equip. I think you have to attune them. Yeah, you do. But if you attune them, you can throw them into the air, and they'll like basically just start. They'll float around you. So as long as you're like near an enemy, they can swing on the enemy in the process.
You never know. Well, I mean, the problem is I already have a cool sword.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm sure I'll find some other place to use it.
There is also like worst scenario if you don't end up wanting it. There's also just NPCs you can give it to too.
Yeah,
or
that's
just
a good point.
Yeah.
Well,
Besides
I
that,
don't think we need more money.
Yeah, money's always a good thing. And then lastly, money-wise, he had specifically on him 300 rupees on him, because he was kind of the head honcho. Mercenaries aren't going to have a lot of money on them, so they're mercenaries for a reason.
Can I yoink that?
Yeah. Alright, corpse...
I'll just put it into my own personal pockets,
That's fair.
which
That's
are
fair.
which I've gotten very big at this point, and I should probably put some in the group fund so I don't have all this money burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah. By the way, I want to mention, originally I had said that, Usagi was going to go for the sorceress, and then vice versa, but then when I started mentioning the sorceress stuff, Kirla started grabbing stuff from her. So we're just kind of swapping them around. That's why I went, you're with Aether, which is the guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll jump back over to Kirla to check out the next person. Are you going for the cleric, or... Actually, no, it's probably just the cleric. I'm going to be honest. Y'all kind of already searched. That lizard folk just had a gun and bullets. So you can go check the
Yeah,
cleric.
time to figure out A, what the cleric was, and B, if she had any coin on her, so that I can hopefully...
Yeah. So, first of all, you realize she was a changeling. Second of all... because, like, a lot of that fake facade starts to fade away. Because changelings naturally have a bright snow white skin. Because they're basically a Blaze template. Even their hair, everything about their body is that way. So, it's, like, pure white. Her hair, everything is just pure white. And then you would see that, she does have, like, that tattoo stay. So that wasn't a part of the disguise. It looks like she had a barrier tattoo, which is what boosted her AC. That's not something you could take off of her. Because that's something that's implanted in somebody's body. Unless you can somehow tell me and give me a good excuse on how you steal a barrier tattoo off somebody, you can't take that.
Pull the arcana itself out of their skin.
One hell of a sharp knife.
That too.
Yeah, I'm being real. That would take, like, an obscene precision arcana check, and even then, with a nat 20, it still might not succeed. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that really just comes down to what's your arcana modifier, buddy. Yeah, no.
Not high enough.
Yeah, so funny enough, guess what she had? She was dealing with a problem that she didn't want. Because she didn't follow something that could ail her of her problems. She had a lusty nun's cloak. Against her will. She had it. So, she didn't because she followed a different god. So, she was in pain. Back problems were a bastard for her. But she also had a corpse slayer flail in her, which you can take that if you want. It's in the table, it's stuck, but it's there. Those took all 3 of her attunement slots, so besides that, she had a dynamite, but she used that, and she has like 13 rupees on her. Yeah. You can take the cloak if you want. Like, that's an option. You could sell that, or I guess fucking prank a NPC if you wanted. I don't know. But yeah. That is what they had on them. So.
Oh yeah.
What was
She
it?
throws the money into the group fund, and I guess if somebody wants the corpse slayer maul or
I-
flail,
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't.
a +2. This lane level, I don't know if anybody's gonna want that, but like, it's there. Yeah.
Also, does anybody want the attunement bonus +2? Because I already have one.
I do as well.
And the amulet of vitamin D, because I don't have any attunement slots.
Usagi, how many do you have? And Ublex, how many do you have? It's 2
There's
slot
2
wise.
slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all three of mine are taken.
Okay, so if you grabbed the attunement slot bonus thing, or Issa, because I think you're also at 3, because I don't think either one of y'all bought this item. Because y'all could have bought one in him, and not in him, fine. In Sundara. But I don't think y'all did. It would boost it so you have 2 more attunement slots that you can use. If you equip it. It's essentially what it does. If either of you guys want to be able to have an additional 2 attunements, you can.
You know what? Sure, I'll buy that.
Okay.
Go get it, my friend.
All
How
right.
much does it cost?
But no, I
So
mean,
you don't have
it's
to
like right
buy it.
there. Yeah, it's from the corpse.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
buy it. You're good.
who wants it more?
You.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Issa obviously.
It's between you and
You want it the
Lisa.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really need it the most, honestly. I
Okay,
have two-
and it's yours, my friend.
It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. Okay,
I'm so glad you got the reference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
sure, I'll take it. Where is it?
It's
is it-
with
what's
it's
it
with
called?
Lindry, so yeah. Ublex can just grab her with a massive hand and lift her all the way up to the 2nd floor, and just kind of drop her near you.
I mean, it could.
You could.
No,
I
I
don't
mean,
know if
what
she
I-
will.
Or
what's the item
Kirla can
called?
just walk over there.
Yeah, it's really
What's
up to
It's like
you
whatever.
guys. Yeah,
I'm
it's like
grabbing
whatever.
Shindeo and bringing
Yes.
him towards me.
Fucking manhandle him.
Yeah.
Dude, Shin. He's just like, alright, everything's back.
Yeah. About right.
Mouse is supersized.
It's like,
Yep.
help.
Just
Felix
just
is
go-
worried, okay?
You just go, thanks for the heals. It's appreciated.
You're gonna die. I don't want that.
I was going to be fine.
No, you weren't.
Nah, Kalskin wouldn't let me die yet.
Yet.
Yet. He might want me dead
What
soon,
for-
though.
What if I talked to the big man and said, "Can I keep you forever?"
Might be able to strike something.
It's
I don't know.
gonna make me follow him.
Nope.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lindry, nope, not listening to that shit. Yeah, you can handle the 2 mid +2, 100%. Oh, man. And yeah, you guys...
Also, since Usagi seems to be getting more and more close quarters,
Yeah.
amulet of vitamin D.
Yeah, I
Stay
do
alive,
recommend that.
motherfucker.
Vitamin D
I'm
will give you
trying.
more HP if you equip that. So,
But it requires an attunement slot.
yep,
Okay,
it would be
what's
worth
Which
it.
I don't have.
I'm gonna ask, what's the name of the attunement slot item?
Attunement bonus.
It is literally called attunement bonus +2.
Yep,
Okay,
there are 3 versions of +1, +2, +3. +3 gives you 3 slots, +2, 2 slots. I think that's fairly obvious, but yeah. You can just give yourself the +2. That is also where we are actually going to end off for tonight. You guys will begin to head back to the ship to actually go rest up and heal, and then next day you guys can head out for the capital, hopefully to find a certain child. But thank you.
I need to find my daughter.
You gotta find your daughter.
We will find your daughter.
Then we gotta
My
find
My
Gist
adult
and Duff.
daughter.
Yep. You gotta find a daughter, and then you gotta find a Gistendor, a special little cosmic horror who is happily awaiting for you guys with popcorn and open hugs. Thank you all
gain a
for
level.
watching. Thank you all for watching this episode. Thank you guys for stopping on by. If you want to find more of the Rum and Harbor campaign or other campaigns like it, you can check out the Lost Harbor Tavern up on YouTube and on Spotify. I'm actually getting stuff caught up. I know, surprising. Wow. You can find some other campaigns like the Brothel campaign, Hidden Gunner campaigns, YouTube shorts, one shots. You name it, we got it. We're just like a black market dealer. We are not. Don't ever listen to me about that. We also have a Lost Shipyard Tavern, which is a second channel where we have more D&D campaigns, where we have the Monster campaign, which has ended. We have the Amnesia campaign, Duped campaign, and the Sanity campaign. And if you want to go check out the newest one that literally we're going to be having it released this Thursday, we have the new campaign, the Witch Trial campaigns. Certain everybody's favorite witch is going to be there for that one. So that's gonna be.
Oh yeah,
that's
lots of Ilda.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of that. Anyway,
Nitz is gonna be tortured.
Yep, aggressively. This is payback for being a DM. All right, thank you all.
Payback for dodging.
Payback for dodging. Payback for ruining Acrid's boss fights in the past times. Payback for being a bad DM. All right, see you guys. Bye.